matches that are coming up today. We're going to be here till about 10, 11 o'clock tonight, even later maybe, giving you watch-along coverage of the first two games, post-match reaction to all the games today, giving you, the fans, a chance to voice what you think, voice what you feel, etc. Where I really need your support is for you to smash the like button. That's really important to us. I cannot say that more. It really, really is. Hitting that like button, hitting that share button for us independent YouTube content creators, that is really, really important. As I've said many, many times before. And how you feeling? I know it's an interesting bag. You know, I spoke to fans of Everton this week. I spoke to fans of Liverpool this week, and a real mixed bag in terms of how people are thinking and feeling towards this game today. But I want you to tell us now in the comments section what you're thinking and feeling. We're going to open the Skype lines a little bit later as well. I'm going to try and keep myself as reserved as possible to begin with, because we are here all day. My voice is going to be absolutely shattered. It really, really is. Team news will be out in about 10 minutes' time, just over an hour away from kickoff today from this Merseyside derby. And what a day, what a game it is going to be. I don't think I've been this excited about a Merseyside derby in my lifetime. Now listen, there'll be blue noses and red noses in Liverpool that will shoot down my knowledge on this fixture, because it's their club's old age, what they've experienced maybe in yesteryear. But in my lifetime, I can't remember the narrative before a game, the side stories being as potent as they are. Everton being the best team in the league this season, bar none. From front to back, best team in the league. Liverpool, of course, defending champions. First ever Premier League title, first league title in 30 years. And their opening to the campaign has not been great for one reason or another. And it creates this backdrop, and it creates this underbelly, and it creates this sort of additional nuance to the game, which is making it so much more exciting than it normally is, and it's always exciting anyway. So it's going to be an amazing, amazing event. It really is. But I want your views and opinions on which way this is going to go, and what are the ramifications. That's the, you know me. That's what I'm always interested in. Is the ramifications of a defeat for Liverpool or a defeat for Everton, or the performance levels not being there. Could this derail Everton's great start to the season? But at the same time, could it cement it? Could it make them genuine contenders to push forward and challenge for the title, a top 4 position, a top 6 position for Liverpool? Lose badly again today, and maybe some doubt starts to creep into the minds of Liverpool supporters. You know, we had many of them on this show telling us from February right through to the end of the season that, you know, their foot had been taken off the gas. They'll bounce back and be better this season because they'd already won the league. And the start of the campaign has been poor. One interesting statistic and fact to look at in a build-up to this game is that Liverpool have already conceded 11 goals this season. It took them 13 games last year, 13 games, to concede 11 goals. Defensively, they have been absolutely all over the place. They really, really have. So from my perspective, this is going to be such an interesting game. Dominic Calvert-Lewin as well, you add this in. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has scored 9 goals in 6 appearances in all competitions this season. That makes him the highest, the top goal scorer in all of Europe's top 5 leagues, going up against one of the worst defenses. It's amazing. But then you throw in some of the historical elements here. So Everton are winless in their last 19 Premier League meetings. 8 defeats, and that's 11 draws. So a hell of a lot of draws in this game. The last time they beat them was a 2-0 win at Goodison Park in October 2010, a decade ago. And imagine how different the world. You know, Fergie was still managing. Man United were the best team in the land. Liverpool was sort of scrapping about in very different circumstances than they are now. You know, Wayne Rooney was a young man. He lost his hair. It grew back. I had hair. Mine's gone. Like, there's so much has gone on since that point. It's very, very true. But I want your views and opinions. I want to know how you're feeling as well. Give me a sense. Give me a taste and an understanding of what you personally are thinking am feeling right now. Liverpool fans, I want to understand this. I really do. Everton fans, if you're watching as well. And neutrals, I want your opinions on this too. If this game doesn't go well for Liverpool today, and there is a bigger focus on Liverpool because we cover the traditional top 6 in the Premier League, what does it look like if Liverpool lose again today? What does it look like if Liverpool lose badly again today? That's the one for me. If they lose badly today, that's the one I can't get out of my head. If they lose badly, if they get beat up again today, if defensively they look frail, can Liverpool recover? I'm asking that as a genuine question because they look frail so far this season. Ebos23 here says he thinks it's going to be a Liverpool win, and I totally understand that. Let's go to more comments here. Football Terrace Clips in the house saying subscribe to the Football Terrace Clips. Absolutely do that. Go into our description below and subscribe to our second channel. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers over the course of this weekend. So if you can help us in doing that, that would be absolutely amazing. Team news is not far away now. We'll have that for you in a few moments' time as well. Let's do some more of these comments here. First one from Pauline, who's... Okay, you're talking to each other. As soon as I see you guys talking to each other, I'll stop reading them out because they'll make no sense to anybody. Football HD, big up to yourself as well, my friend. Neil here says, hope Everton beat Liverpool today. Yeah, look, I want Liverpool to lose today for multiple reasons. One, banter. Like, it will be funny. But the main reason I want to see Liverpool lose is I want to see what it does to the league. I want to see Liverpool not running away with it in the opening 10 games, or any team running away with it in the opening 10 games, was always going to be very, very important to everybody involved. And I think for me, I don't want to see that happen. I don't want to see a situation come at us again where a team's 20 points clear by Christmas, New Year, and it becomes a bit of, not farcical, it's brilliant for them, but there's no competitive nature to it. That is not what I want at all. And I'm sure that most people don't want a game like that, if we're being absolutely honest. Web Creative here says it's going to be a reality check for Everton today. And you know what? That is the other side of the coin that must be addressed and must be looked at. Could this be the day where we go, actually, Everton just had a bit of a simple start. They fluked it a little bit. And they're not as good as everybody is making them out to be. Is that a genuine possibility? I want your thoughts. I want your feelings on that. Get your comments in now. Get your super chats in now, please, as well. It's so important to the Football Terrace that you get that done. And before you do anything else, please hit the like button. Nearly 500 people tuning in so far today. All hit that like button now. Get this video trending for us. So important to the Terrace that you do that. It really, really is. Professor Love Foam, I love that name, says, Terry, Derby day, good day for Manx. Cannot lose. Well, Man United can lose today. We're playing a game. And that's the one thing, whatever happens, I will be reserved. I would prefer to be going first. So then we get that result out the way. The fact that my team's playing last today, that's a worry for me. Like, I could have a perfect day where, like, City and Arsenal draw or Arsenal get beat. That'd be quite nice. Liverpool lose. But then Man United go and get themselves slapped, and that's it. It's done. It's over. Like, it doesn't matter what's happened in the other games. I'm done with it. I'm finished with it. That's how I'll be feeling. Daniel Sweetman, one of my members here, says, are Everton capable of being the next Leicester? We may find out today. What Leicester... Do you know what was funny about what Leicester did, Daniel, is every week until about March, people expected Leicester to fall away. I don't really think at any point anybody took it that seriously. Does that make sense? It was always this case of, they'll fall away at some point. So I wouldn't want to make that mistake again, but it is very hard to maintain the levels that they are at now. But, we're in unprecedented times. We have no idea how this league's going to go. There's no fans. The pressure's different. There's new rules now. I mean, this handball rule, honestly, this new handball rule could be so significant this year. They anticipate that, on average, Manchester United, on average, the Premier League gives about 19 to 20 penalties per season for handball. It's anticipated it's going to be about 80 this season. Depending on who those handballs go to, could change the course of a team's season. If Everton get 15 penalties through handballs for their team this season under this new law, that could change the course of their season. There's so many elements to this campaign that's just different. James here, James LFC86, one of our members, says Mane, Thiago, Henderson, and Matip are back. There we go. What's also interesting today is going to be the element of. I didn't realize this until today that this will be the first time ever that Liverpool start against Everton with Mane, Salah, and Firmino all available. That was a genuine shock to me. I had no idea that all three had not played together for Liverpool against Everton at some point. Thoughts on pay-per-view? Are you paying to watch the United game? My thoughts on pay-per-view are this. I'm not for it. I don't support it. In normal times, cool. But we're not going through normal times. So many people are being made redundant. So many people have got a reduction of income. So many businesses are going. Do if they were doing it, it's one of them things, right? Say they said to us, we're going to charge pay-per-view and all the money's going to go to the clubs. And then the clubs were saying we are going to use it to support all the local businesses that are suffering because there's no match day revenue. Then I can get behind something like that because the money would be filtering down to the right people, the deserved people. But it's not, so I can't. And I think, I'm all for giving to charity. I'm all for paying for services if I feel the money's going to the right places. And for me, that's simply not happening. So I'm not for it. Twisted Bubba here says, Terry, Newcastle don't have the minerals to beat United. Only United can beat themselves. It's a nice try at reverse psychology there, bro, but it's not going to wash with me. Just Looking says, I pay for BT and Sky Sports. This is irritating. Yeah, it definitely is when you already pay for it. When you already have these companies as part of your kind of monthly outgoings, and then you have to potentially end up spending, when you watch as much football as I do, there's a potential for maybe I've got to spend an extra £100 a month, which is mad. It really is. It really, really is. Do me a big favor, everyone. Please hit that like and share button. Get your super chats in as well today. James LFC 86 has started the super chat trend off, so we'd really appreciate all your support on that as well. Just get an IPTV box. Yeah, I don't know about this sort of stuff. I should know more about ways of getting TV through different methodology, but I don't. Maybe I should, but I don't. And if I did, maybe I'd give it a go. There we go. What we saying? Nearly on 100 likes, people. Let's get this flying past 100 like marks, please. Really important to us that you get that done and that you support the channel in that way, as I always say. A lot of people talk about Chelsea here as well. Listen, this is how crazy today is in terms of how much football's on. I literally forgot that Chelsea were playing. Legitimately forgot that Chelsea had a game today because I've been so focused on the other matches in question. We're going to take a look at the teams because they are now out. We're going to switch across to the stat page here when this loads up. See, that's the previous games there. Let me just update this. We don't need to see that, do we? Jeez. That's now updated. That's my little picture on there. Teams are out, as you can see. And, it's strong. All teams strong. Look at that. We look at Everton, first of all. Barring Pickford in goal, you've got Coleman, Yeremina, Keane, Digne. You have Gomez, Allen, Decore in the middle. And then up front, Charlison, Calvert-Lewin, and James Rodriguez, who has been excellent in his start in the Premier League. There's been no doubt about that whatsoever. He's had an excellent start to his Premier League life. And then Liverpool's lineup there, as you can see, Mane, Firmino, Salah leading that line, Henderson, Thiago, Fabinho in the middle. Firmino, I meant up front, sorry. And then Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Dijk, Robertson. Gomez dropped for this game. The bench for Liverpool, Wijnaldum, Minamino is there. Jota, Gomez, Milner, and Jones. The bench for Everton is Bernardo, Sigurdsson, Iwobi, Otson, Delph, Godfrey, Davis. It's just interesting benches, strong. Absolute strength today in both these teams. I'm so excited about the game. The Universal boss, Chris Gale here, says, morning, Terry. Great show with the ladies last evening. Yeah, they did a great job. Maya, Kendall, Anita, and everybody involved. Mel, Mary, excellent. So really impressed with what they did, how they delivered that, how it came across, etc. So yeah, really, really proud of them. Really, really proud of them. So yeah, excellent. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. But keep getting your super chats in, people. Think and act wisely, says Aston Villa 7, Liverpool 2. Yeah, it's done now, though. It's done now. Let's move on to these games here. Mid MD here. MD Rahman says it's going to be 3-1 to Liverpool today. A lot of Liverpool fans are confident, and they should be, because they haven't just suddenly become a bad team. But there is definitely, I stand by this, there is definitely something up with and definitely something wrong with the Liverpool defence. There is absolutely no doubt about that at all. In my mind, that there is something at play. There is an issue in some way, shape, or form. Skype lines are now open, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to call the show, discuss the starting lineup, give us your views, give us your opinions. That's what we're here for. Make sure you're dialing up. Make sure you're getting involved. Get the super chats in as well. Want to break some records on the Football Terrace today in terms of views and everything else surrounding it. So make sure you're hitting like buttons, hitting share buttons, and everything else. Oh, God, I actually forgot about the Liverpool goalkeeper. Adrian's in goal. That's an interesting one. On the show now with this Liverpool fan, Terry Tibbs is here. Terry, you're just on mute, mate. If you unmute yourself for me, please. Quality.
Sorry, mate.
It's all right, mate. How you feeling ahead of the derby today?
Looking forward to it, you know, lad. Proper. I'm in work currently, so I've brought my iPad in. Not feeling too good in myself, like, got the flu, but I'm all right. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. Can't wait.
Yeah. How do you feel about your starting lineup? I mean, barring Adrian, are you concerned about any areas? Are you concerned about how poor sort of the defence has been for the majority of the season? Or are you just thinking, you know what, it's been a few bad games, but we'll come good. It will click at some point. Where's your head at?
Do you know what? Apart from really the Aston Villa game and the Leeds game, I think we've been all right defensively. I think we did well against Chelsea, although they had 10 men. We did well against Arsenal. I mean, we murdered them. Don't think they got in our half. The only time they got in our half was 2 or 3 times, maybe. I'm feeling good about it. Let's not forget, a year ago, our kids absolutely ran that Everton team ragged, apart from Decore and Alan and James. We absolutely smashed them, our kids. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and as far as the Aston Villa game went, I know we've moved on from it, but I think heads dropped because you've got Mane out, Thiago out, Alisson out. These big name players who were also big in the dressing room. So I just think it was just an anomaly game. I mean, when was the last time you seen a game, Terry, where 4 deflected goals went in? Do you know what I mean? It was just one of them. It was just lady luck was on their side. But credit to Aston Villa. You know, they ran us ragged. They played well.
Well, I think that's why a game like today is so important, because if you go out there, play well, get a good solid 2-0 win, it puts those demons to bed. The only issue from a game like today is if you lose 2-0 and get outplayed, and again, but also get opened up a lot of the back, that's when, you know, like you said, the heads dropped, and that's when maybe seeds of doubt can start to get into the minds of players. Maybe the fans start to get a little bit more apprehensive. a little bit more pressure increases. You know what the media are like. They'll start to put that would be the only concern I would have. And I'm trying to sort of stay neutral from that. You know, I said the same thing.
I think we disrespected Aston Villa a little bit though as well. I think with Aston Villa, we expected to go out and just win because we're Liverpool and we're the best team in the league. So I think from Jurgen Klopp, there was a little bit of arrogance there maybe. I don't know. But they soon set us straight, didn't they? But as far as I'm concerned, Everton have had a good start to the season. But who have they played? They played the poor Tottenham side at the start. They've played Brighton. You know, they've played no one. You'd expect Everton to beat these teams. Wait till they come up against us today. I think we're going to give them a reality check. The likes of City will give them a reality check. Don't get me wrong, they've played well, and I'm not taking nothing away from them, but who have they played?
And that is a fair point, mate. And I think as a few people have put that question mark out. Yes, they beat Tottenham on the opening day of the season, which is a very good result. But then they have had relatively easier games. As you say, today will be an acid test for Everton. There's no doubt about it. And Fergus, what's it like up in Liverpool? What's the kind of attitude towards this from Everton fans that you have personally come across?
Well, a lot of my family are Everton fans. There's only a few of us that are Reds.
Right.
But they're all buzzing for this game because they think they're actually better than what they are. So I'm just sitting back and smiling because, like I said, it was only a year ago that our kids absolutely destroyed them at Anfield. You know, Richarlison are now like a headless chicken. 50 million for him. Wouldn't even pay 10 million for him. He's awful. So, you know, I'm just relaxed at the minute. I mean, look at the quality difference between the two teams. Terry has just done the lineups. Arguably one of the best attacking trio in Europe against Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like the quality. The quality difference is just there.
I hear that. In terms of Calvert-Lewin, you know, he's the highest goal scorer in Europe so far this season. Do you think he's as good as the goal tally suggests, or is it a bit of a, like Tammy Abraham had at the beginning of last season? Do you think it's just a purple patch of goal scoring form that will die down throughout the rest of the season?
I mean, he's done well, hasn't he? And he's a young lad. So, I mean, credit to him. But I think he's going to die down a little bit. As I say, they haven't really played anyone with any sort of, you know, tactics about them. I mean, Brighton, they beat Brighton at home 4-2, but Brighton still put 2 past them. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't easy for Everton that day. Everton had to work for that win. And Brighton, you know, it's Brighton. So it's like there's flaws there in the Everton side. I mean, T-Rex arms in goals. All you've got to do is you just hit the ball a little bit. Just past him. Do you know what I mean? Because his arms can't reach that far. You know, he drops a pound in his pocket. He's got to ask his mate to pick it out because he can't put his hand in his pocket to get the quid out. He's got T-Rex arms. So,
are you worried about your goalkeeper today? Because you're already out of the game, but that goal, the keeping that got turned into a meme when he nearly had 8 goal.
I feel a bit sorry for Adrian because people are quick to forget that last season, at the start of the season, when Becker was out at the start of last season, Adrian was phenomenal. Some of the saves he pulled off were unbelievable. And I think in the Aston Villa game, the defence was everywhere, which didn't help him. He was at fault for the first goal, which would have knocked his confidence. And then with the defence being all over the place, what can he really do? And what can he do against deflected goals? I mean, come on, give the man a break. You know, give him another opportunity. Don't knock his confidence. Just say to him, okay, that game was an anomaly. Let's move on from it. Get back to it. You know, because he was phenomenal last season when he stepped in for Becker. He really was.
No, I understand that. And I thought he was. The problem is I think he was playing above himself, almost like on adrenaline. And you started to see a few sketchy moments towards the end of that run he had last year. But that's the thing with it. You know, it's what I love about sport. The psychological element of sport for me is so important because conceding those guys, I said it about, that's why I'm really intrigued by Liverpool today, because when you concede that level of goals, I think it does something to your psyche. Like with Man United today, I am under no illusion. This sort of, a lot of people are putting out, United will be like wounded animals and they'll come out all guns blazing. They might try that. The problem is when you lose in that manner, it's soul destroying. And all it's going to take for United, and I do think the same could be said for Liverpool today, if there's 1 or 2 moments in the game where there's a bit of a mistake, the goalie mishandles a ball, you know, Trent gets turned inside out early on, if that doubt creeps back into the mindset again, you know, what was really potent for me in that game what I thought was really interesting was how, I want to make sure I say this in the right way. When you got back to 2-1, I thought to myself, Liverpool are back now. Liverpool will steamroll them. And it just didn't. There was then like a mistake 5 minutes later, and you led to another goal, and it was like the confidence went away again. So for me, I'm really intrigued by it, and I think I predicted 2-1 yesterday. Everton win, and that was more I was just not so much banter. That's what I want to happen. Honestly, I think it's going to be a draw today. I'm going to go with 2-2. What are you saying about scoreline?
I think I think it's going to be 3-1 Liverpool, mate. I think we're going to have too much quality for them in the field. I mean, Thiago, when he came on against Chelsea, you could see the quality of him. And don't get me wrong, Allen's been a great buy for Everton, and he looks a really decent midfielder. And Decore looks like he's going to be decent for them. But again, it's just the difference in quality. You know, we got beat 7-2 by Aston Villa. It happened. It was a freak. It was a freak game. Like when United battered Arsenal 8-2. You know, it was a freak game. You know, Ashley Young scored 2 worldies. It was just a freak game. Like Aston Villa was just a freak game. That's all it was. So we're still the best team in the league, in my opinion. And
I hear you on that,
champion.
Mate. Terry Tibbs, thank you for calling the show, mate. We'll definitely chat to you again soon. Cheers, buddy. Thank you. I've got David with us now. David, what's going on, mate?
I'm good.
What's your thoughts ahead of this game?
The thing is, I've been thinking about it, and I don't care about who wins today, because either way, it benefits my team. As long as, obviously, we beat Southampton later.
Yes.
But it's like, then what's it? Liverpool lose more points.
Yep.
If Liverpool win, it shortens the gap at the top. So effectively, we'd be close to the top anyway. So, and if it's a draw, both teams drop points. So it's fantastic, no matter what happens.
Well, yeah, I mean, certainly. For you know, you guys are up there. My team's in relegation position right now. So, but this early on in the season, it's like today. I would like all the results before United's game really to be draws today, because from a standpoint position, if everyone could drop 2 points and we could win our game. I mean, the irony in it is if Liverpool actually lose today and we beat Newcastle and win our game in hand, we go level on points with them. That's how early we are into the season. And no matter how bad our start has been, you're only a win or so away. Well, one win for you and a defeat for an opponent away from catching them up. And it's why it's important for teams, you know, if there are slip-ups today, there's undoubtedly going to be slip-ups from City. It's a fact today that Everton, Liverpool, City, Arsenal, some of those teams are dropping points today. Fact.
Exactly.
It's about Chelsea capitalising and Man United capitalising on that as an example. And that probably stresses me out more, because you know what? If all 3 games ended as draws today, that would almost cement Man United losing this evening, because we've got a habit of not capitalising on opportunities, and we always have done, really, in the last 4 or 5 years. But obviously, Terry Tibbs was just on very confident in Liverpool. We did 2 separate Liverpool previews on the Football Terrace this week. Liverpool fans don't seem scared. They're not intimidated. They're not worried. They think the 7-2 was a minor blip. They're not worried about their defensive line. Do you think Liverpool fans are deluding themselves?
I mean, if you went into a game knowing that the past 19 times you beat the same team, of course you're going to be confident. Like, that's fair enough. I'm not going to blame them for being confident. And obviously, I put Liverpool as favourites in this game, but it would not shock me if Everton pulled something out of the bag. It wouldn't, because they have been the best. These are effectively the best 2 teams in the league right now, regardless of that 7-2 last 2 weeks ago. If you take that game out, they've been the best 2 teams in the league. So, you know, I personally so far I put Everton slightly above them. The guy last time was like, but they've only played Brighton. Both our teams know Brighton are a good team. Both of our teams know Brighton can play football. So to say that it's just Brighton is ridiculous. Like, they've both been performing at a really high level. I think it's big for Everton they got Allen back, because that's their like rocking DM. Going into this game with like Tom Davies in DM, I'm looking at that thinking, that might be a bit of a problem. Good thing for Liverpool, Henderson's back in the squad, because clearly without Henderson they just can't function. I don't know why, but apparently they just can't do it. And the thing is, I think this game might come down to which goalkeeper makes less mistakes. That, for me, I'm looking at both the teams, and it's the goalkeepers. Pickford is Jesus Christ. And then Adrian is like, oh no. Like, both of the keepers are just shocking. Like, Adrian, that he was talking about how he was phenomenal. Like, no, he wasn't. You could, on the one hand, if you asked him the question, was he phenomenal, he'll say yes. But then you say, who knocked you out the Champions League, he'll say Adrian. Like, literally,
Yeah,
both the
I
goalkeepers
hear
today are
I
awful.
hear where you're coming from with the goalkeepers. There's definitely that element. I just feel we've added O'Shea to the line, so we'll go to him in a moment. By the way, before we do that, everyone tuning in, please hit the like button right now. So important to the Football Terrace that you keep smashing that like button. We need to go past 1,000 likes while we're live on the air. It's so important to the Football Terrace that we do that. The one thing that I can't get out of my mind, and one of the only Liverpool fans who openly wants to admit this, is Drifty from Coppish. And that's the element of the defence of Liverpool. Liverpool's defence has not been great. Liverpool as a football team haven't been consistently good since February. That is a long time. Now, barring 3 months of that, there was no football, okay? And maybe actually 4 months of it, 4.5 months when you look at the off-season as well. However, they haven't looked consistently convincing in the last 7-8 months of football as they had done in the previous 2 years or so leading up to that point. Defensively been exposed a lot more. If you look at how many games Liverpool have lost from February until now and compare it to the total games they lost in the previous 2 years, the ratio is off the chart. So I do kind of feel like we're getting to this point where maybe Liverpool, is it a blip? I mean, considering 7 is abnormal, but is it a blip? That's the question. O'Shea, how are you feeling ahead of this game, and are you concerned about the lack of quality performances from Liverpool?
You know what? I'm not concerned. I'm confident. I saw the lineup. That is the best lineup we could have gone with. I'm glad that Matip is back. Thiago, Henderson, and Fabinho playing in a midfield trio. I mean, personally, I would have wanted Jota. I would have wanted Salah to play as the forward and Jota to play on the right, because I think Firmino, he's been out of form for a while.
Oh, is it?
But I'm happy with the 11. I'm confident.
O'Shea, we've got some real issues, with your sound that's coming through. I'm not. We get a lot of comments. The comment section has gone mad saying bad audio. I'm not too sure why it's doing that. It's okay now. You're talking. It seems to be okay. It's gone okay now. It's fine. Go for it, mate. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm confident going forward. I'm very confident going forward. Look, they've got James Rodriguez, Dominic Calvert-Lewin's the top goal scorer in the league right now. They're on fire. They're all on fire. So it's going to be. This is the best Merseyside derby that we've had in my lifetime. Easily in my lifetime, and I think this is a real test for Liverpool. I think it is a real test for Liverpool coming back from that defeat from Aston Villa. Like you said, we've been out of form for a very long time. There's a lot of doubts, and I feel like this game could be the biggest test of the season. I think this game is possibly a bigger test than if we were playing Manchester City, because Everton are on such good form, and because there are rivals as well. This is a real test, and it's at Goodison Park, so this is a real test for Liverpool to see where we are right now, and if we can get past that ridiculous defeat to Aston Villa. Moving forward, I think if we beat Everton, that puts a lot of confidence into the players, and maybe that can be the start of us getting back to that form. Like I've said to you before, Terry, I think out of all the big 6 clubs, Liverpool, regardless of that 7-2 defeat, Liverpool is the only club for me still that I feel can just click at any moment and just do a madness. So I'm confident. I think we're going to beat them 3-1.
Yeah, no, I do. I'd love to talk to you more, but the sound is awful. I'm not too sure why, but I can just hear all this static in the background. I'm not sure if it's the earphones or where you're at or what you're doing, bro. If you could try and sort that'd be amazing for me, mate. Sorry, bro. I hear what you're saying about Liverpool turning it on, being able to switch it on at any point. The problem I have, and I don't even want to sound salty, I've not seen a good Liverpool since February. And every time I've said it, there's been an excuse. We've already won the league. Or, Adrian in goal. Or Henderson was missing. Or, we haven't had a pre-season. Do you get where I'm coming from, David? Like, there's been an excuse every step of the way for there not being for Liverpool not being at their best. And there comes a point where you have to start looking at the tactics. You have to start looking at the desire. You have to start looking at what's wrong. Is it, and you mentioned Henderson. I think the reason Henderson is so important is he covers the defensive flaws, not in Trent specifically, but in the fact that the way the fullbacks maraud forward. And Henderson's excellent at covering those positions and making sure defensively that they're sound. When he's missing, they lack that. Do you get where I'm coming from? They don't miss Henderson's passing. Okay, you can argue they might miss a bit of press, but they don't miss his passing. They don't miss his leadership. It's nothing like that. For me, it's his covering of Trent Alexander-Arnold. It's clear to all of us what side teams exploit to try and beat Liverpool. And it'll be Richarlison's side today. It's going to be that left-hand side they try and exploit. And what that will do today, what Everton will do is very clever, or try and be clever. They're going to try and overload that left-hand side. And when they try and overload that left-hand side, I'm just going to put that up on the screen again here. They're going to try and overload that left-hand side. And then when they're going to try and drag them across and then switch the play quickly to James Rodriguez out on this right-hand side. That's what I think they're going to try and do, in my opinion. Are you back, O'Shea? Maybe not. Says he's back, but I can't hear anything. But there we go. Boys.
I mean, what's it? They've conceded more goals than Chelsea this season. And expected goals as well. Like, that's so bad. Like, as Chelsea fans, we all know our defence is shocking.
Yeah.
So
can you hear me now?
Yeah,
I can hear you, bro.
So for them to be conceding more goals in like every stat, basically, even with the Aston Villa thing, it's still mad to me. It's still mad.
Like I said here, Liverpool 11 goals conceded in 4 Premier League games. It took 13 games last season to concede 11 goals, and I know 7 of them come in one game. But you could have conceded more against Leeds, as an example. It's not as though you've been airtight in the other games as well. Towards the end of the season, you were conceding goals on a very regular basis. I haven't got the stats. I didn't do them for this game. But the win percentage from February until now is below that of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's win percentage at Man United. So and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's how not poor Liverpool have been. That's probably the wrong word to use. But I said it at the end of last season and got shut down for it. The end of season form reminded me of when Chelsea won the league the last time with Jose. And you remember the back end of that season, Chelsea were quite poor. And everyone just said, they'll stop playing. They'll be fine next year when the league comes back. And then they never were. I'm not saying you're going to finish 10th, like you're going to end up 10th and Klopp's getting sacked by Christmas. But I think there's something up with Liverpool. I do think there's something up with them. And I'm just intrigued to see how it will be turned around.
I think the introduction of Joel Matip back into the side shows you that Klopp has definitely altered the system slightly, because Joel doesn't have that pace like Gomez, so you can see that he's not going to be playing with a high back line. And it was the back line that was catching us out. We can pile onto Adrian and talk about Firmino missing chances, but really and truly the reason why these players got into the box was because the high line and we were playing offside football. We're not going to be playing that style today, because Joel Matip is in the side and he doesn't have the pace for that. So, it's clear that he has tweaked the side. Thiago Alcantara is a world-class player. He comes into your team and automatically makes that side much better. So I'm confident.
Look, O'Shea, did you not play this high line with Dejan Lovren in your centre-backs? You have no indication of whether he's changed the system. I think he's taken Gomez out the lineup because his last game was that bad.
Yeah, but he could have played Fabinho at centre back. The fact that he's put Joel Matip,
he's got an available centre back.
Yeah, he does, but he's not 100% match fit. Do you know what I'm saying? He isn't, and that's what the reports say. He's not 100% match fit, and he's not on the bench. He's gone straight into the side. And I just feel like that is an indication that we're not going to be playing a high line. That's my opinion. Look, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the match will start and we're playing a high line and we'll be playing.
Define this higher line. When you say higher line.
Oh, thank you, Terry. That's what I called.
Yeah. So, and this is where I get confused, because we the way we talk as football fans sometimes, I think we hide behind comments like high line. If Liverpool are playing with a high line, how high is that defensive line when Liverpool are in attack?
Okay, I don't want to see my defenders at the halfway line.
So my question will be,
that's what you're going to see, literally.
So how deep, when you're attacking, will be evidence that they're now dropping deeper than they were against Aston Villa? What's the highest they can go on the pitch? Explain it to us.
Look, not as look. It's not even about the high line. That's the main issue as well. It's playing offside football. We're playing the high line, but we're trying to catch them. We're trying to use VAR and catch them offside. And you don't. When you do that, you don't give the defenders the opportunity to track back and stop strikers, because they're trying to play offside football. So you allow attackers to get in space to play offside football, and it doesn't work every time. That's the issue. Playing high line with offside football doesn't work. It's the whole system.
It worked all last year when all of you were.
Yeah, it worked last year.
No, it didn't work. It didn't work last year. So let me be specific, man. This is why I called on. Because is that O'Shea? Who's called up? Yeah, good to speak to you, bro. So it's the off. See, Klopp wasn't playing an offside trap like this last season. He wasn't. And not only are they playing an offside trap, you have to be high up the pitch when you dominate the ball. That's unavoidable. It's when Liverpool set up in a mid-block with men behind the ball, they don't have their defence on the edge of the box. They're squeezing up. So they're very, very compact, and then they're playing an offside trap from that position in a mid-block. That's the problem. That's the issue with the Liverpool team. And when it comes to playing an offside trap, for me, you don't do that unless you have experienced defenders and unless you have two-way fullbacks. You can't be playing an offside trap with Gomez and Trent Alexander-Arnold in your back four. Those guys ain't built for that. Not only that, you don't have the time on the training pitch to coach that into them just yet because of the schedule. So that's a bad decision from Klopp to even evolve and try to do that season. I mean, this season doesn't make any sense at all. So that offside trap, if you see that today, be worried. Because Ancelotti's going to kill the game tactically. I don't think you're going to have the luxury of being able to play on the counter-attack, to be honest with you, O'Shea. I think Ancelotti's going to bed in, and he's going to try and hit you guys on the counter. So you guys being high up the pitch.
So let me ask a question then. So what I'm hearing here is that Klopp has made a tactically inept decision.
In my opinion, he like, for me, you don't play offside trap with Gomez and Roberts and then Trent in your back four as a strategy, as your plan A. When we're in a mid block, we're not going to drop to the edge of the box. We're going to squeeze up and we're going to catch people offside. Like with Gomez and Trent, no, that's a bad decision from Klopp, in my opinion.
Almighty. He does no wrong. He's the tactical masterclass every game. No matter what he does, everything. Goalkeeper makes a mistake where he mistouches the ball. That was because of Liverpool's press. So all I'm saying, is that they've got to live with it now. Like
O'Shea, would you come on, O'Shea? You're a sensible guy. It's fair to say that Klopp's got that wrong at the start of the season.
I've said it from day one. He's got a lot of the tactics wrong. I don't think we should have been playing the high line as high. Yeah, we need to play a high line for the pressing football. But if you go back to the 18-19 season, the high line didn't feel the same that it does this season.
No, so what it is, you know what it is? It's the players are clearly trying to play the offside. That's the first thought of those players isn't, let me see if we can track runners. It's, let me play the offside trap. And when you step up, pace ain't enough sometimes. If you step up and that guy's gone clean through, you're not recovering, no matter how quick you are. Yeah, you could be the Flash and you're not recovering to save anything. So it's because they're trying to. The offside trap is the tactic. The offside trap is the new idea from Klopp, as opposed to just drop off 5 yards. They get in behind in the channel. Don't have the players stepping up. Just drop off, get back into your shape.
Do you know what's going to be really interesting about this thing? You know, sometimes we hear Pogba isn't good in his position, but Ollie is either too stupid or arrogant to change it. We hear this said about a lot of managers, that often they're too arrogant or they're tactically inept and they don't see the problems and they just stick with a system that isn't working, and all fans can see what the problem is. It'll be interesting to see how quickly Klopp changes, whether he goes, no, I'm going to make this offside system work, and I don't care if we drop 12 points, 15 points in the process of making it work. It will work, and I'll make it. I'm just really intrigued to see whether he has that same type of perseverance with his philosophies and his ideas. Because the one thing is for sure with Liverpool, they have to change something, because they were being found out towards the end of last season, and we can have a million Liverpool fans on here all telling us the same thing, that no, we weren't being found out. We were already on the beach. The manager told us one of the excuses I heard was the manager told the team to play 20%, 30% below full pelt so we reserve ourselves for next season. There was every excuse you could ever imagine applied to why Liverpool dropped off in terms of performance levels last season. But for me, it's because every team in the history of football, at some point, you know, a few players might become... Ram, I've added you, bro. What are you doing in the background, bro? Try and make less noise, please. Thank you, my man.
That was me kicking balloons.
Sorry. Okay, sorry, bro. It's only because I added Ram, then it started. Sorry, I apologize, Ram. I think that every team gets exposed. Every team gets found out to a certain extent. And there's no... Anyone who takes offense by that, anyone who gets upset by that, you're just being overtly sensitive and need to stop. The greatest football
You're
teams
right.
of
You
all
are
time
right.
it's
But
happened
the
to, and you
difference,
have to make a
Terry, is
change.
we've added players now. We've added Thiago Alcantara, who people can say he's just one guy, he's one addition. But we're not just talking about adding like a Nabil Fekir to the midfield or something. We're talking about adding a world-class midfielder who changes the dynamics of your team.
Yes,
We've
but
added a
you've
Jota
done
who
it.
gives us more options going
However, you
forward.
have no idea how
but
good he's actually going to be.
But you've added players at a time. I don't think people appreciate the circumstances and how crazy this football season is. International break just finished on Wednesday. You've got a game at 12:30 on a Saturday. I don't think people quite understand how this new football season is disrupting what these coaches want to do with these players. You might not see what you want to see from Thiago and Jota until December, January. Under normal circumstances, players need time to bed in. Do you get what I'm saying? So So with this crazy schedule list, where it's like crazy fixtures where it's every 3 days, like you might not see these guys. These guys have been thrown in the deep end, to be honest with you.
There's a comment here.
Like I wouldn't be mad if you don't see the best Thiago until Feb. I won't even hold that.
We don't need to see the best Thiago. Thiago, we're talking about one of the best midfielders in the world, so we don't need to see the best Thiago. Look at 45 minutes against Chelsea,
mate. But one thing you're missing.
You know what I'm saying?
Hang on, mate. One thing you're
O'Shea,
we'll come to that in a minute,
O'Shea.
guys. 1 second, guys. We'll come to that in a minute. One thing you're missing with the Thiago situation is you're still going to play a different brand of football with Thiago coming into your team, and you're still proving what I said to be right. You have to change something. You can't remain the same and keep winning. Kieran B in the comment section keeps saying 99 points, but found out with like laughing emojis. Yes, and the vast majority of that work was done prior to the February period that I'm talking about. And you still won games after February. But look how many... Just go back and be honest with yourself and assess how you scraped past West Ham, how you scraped past Bournemouth. There were 2 or 3 drummings where you played really well after lockdown and beat people. Facts. No doubt about it. But so many of those games you scraped by, and you looked lucky in how you did it, as opposed to earlier on in the season where it looked inevitable that you'd get over the line. Just go and do the statistical, factual breakdown of the amount of goals you conceded between August and February, and then from February to the end of the season. Look at how many games you won as a win percentage from August through till February, and then from February round till now. The difference is palpable. And that needs... Anyone who's ignoring that is only going to delude themselves into pain and agony at a later stage. It doesn't mean, Kieran B, you're not the best team in England. It doesn't mean, Kieran B, that you will not win the league this year. One thing, and I know O'Shea's actually on here, is this notion that teams are going to be winning the league with 90-plus points, I think's
Forget it.
done this season. It's out of the water. It isn't going to happen already. You can see it. You know one thing that's going to stop it from happening? The new handball rule is going to stop it from happening, because you don't know how many penalties Liverpool are going to concede with this crazy rule. You could end up dropping 15 points this year as a team when you've dominated, but then one of these new crazy handballs gives a penalty away and you concede an equaliser, or you lose a game in the dying moments. Like, there's going to be about 80 to 90 penalties given away for these handballs this season. It just depends.
There's also another thing, Terry, people are missing as well. You can see it with City. Liverpool and City's attacks are just fine, by the way. They're going to score goals. They're going to create chances. Yeah. The thing is, we're at a point now where people have figured out how to beat their press. That's what it is. People have found out how to maximise that opportunity. They'll keep the ball, they'll press. But that one time we break through, we're going to kill you now. City have gone through that last season. We've seen it's happening again this season. Pep has no answer. What we're going to find out now about Klopp is if Klopp has an answer for that. Because there's nothing wrong with Liverpool's attack. Trent is still doing his thing. Mane's on fire when he plays. Salah's good. Firmino, we'll find out if his lack of goals will hurt Liverpool this season. You'd imagine it will at some point. At some point, that's just going to come back to bite Liverpool fans whether they like it or not.
I think what's got to be... We're going to go to Ram in just a second.
It's that press.
I hear. I'm going to go to Ram and Prime in just a minute of joining the call and not said nothing yet. What I would say is this. Liverpool could win comfortable today. Chelsea could win comfortably again today. Arsenal could do very well today, or City themselves could kill Arsenal today. United could look amazing today. You will hear the same message to all the teams that could potentially do that today is this. Don't think because of today being good means that's it this season. I think this is going to be the most up and down season that we have ever experienced because of the unnatural environment that we're in the same way that post-lockdown, how up and down was that for everybody? So I think if Liverpool were really good today, if I was a Liverpool fan, I'd refrain from thinking, see, flash in the pan. The same as if City bounced back and beat Arsenal 3-0. If I'm a City fan, I'd say to you, listen, let's just slow down because this Champions League starts in the week. 2 games per week for some of our teams. You got the Europa League side soon. That's going to be even harder. You like Thursday, Sunday is already difficult. No fans. It's going to be real difficult this year. Prime. Actually, we got to Ram first of all. How are you feeling ahead of this game? Are you confident, mate?
Yeah, I have nothing else to be confident. I think we've got a really, really strong lineup. Obviously, the one worry is the goalkeeper. I think without Alisson, he just brings that air of confidence within the whole team, let alone the whole defense. So it will be interesting to see if Adrian will step up to the plate. I think it's the first time ever that Everton are going to be coming up against our front line with Firmino, Mane and Salah. So it'll be interesting to see if they would they tear them apart. But yeah, it's going to be a very, very good game. Like both teams will be up for it. Everton are going to feel confident now, seeing as though they have a starting 11 that can probably cause us a bit of problems. But yeah, it's going to be a great game.
No doubt. And Prime, I mean, do you think I know you watched a lot of the previews, you watch all our shows, you always share them, which is amazing, and thank you for that. Do you think Liverpool fans are a little overconfident going into this game, considering they just had, and I have said this, I'll go on record of saying this again, they've just had the most embarrassing defeat in Premier League football history. Do you think they're a little overconfident going into this game?
Yes, they are. And at one point you can say, I guess you should be. You got 90 whatever points last season. You're the best team in the Prem by a mile and everything. But you can't refute the fact that even taking away that Aston Villa scoreline, you haven't started the season well. And yes, everyone else hasn't also. But even the back end of last season, you didn't end it well either. You can also deny the fact that Everton...
You have to remain confident, Prime.
No, you do. But you do also have to be quite logical in how you think about stuff. Everton do have a really good team now. Ancelotti is a phenomenal manager. So there's no reason why Everton can't do something in this game. The high line that you play is a bit of a tactical flaw if Everton can exploit it. And there's no reason why they can't through the pace of Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison. It wouldn't surprise me if Everton get something from this game.
That's a good point you make. Their strikers spin off into the channels. Where do Liverpool leave their space when they're high up the pitch?
In the channel. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin is that guy's heading is just a rapid improvement. If he gets a headed chance, he's going to score. He will.
And O'Shea, was it not you that told me that Matt isn't that good in the air?
I don't think I said that to you.
Oh, someone told me Matt isn't. Someone told me someone's not one of your defenders isn't that good in the yard. I assumed it was Matt. I'm sorry, but
anyway,
I think
someone told me someone's not good in the yard. Anyway, but
yeah, I
don't know. It'll be good. I think Everton will give a good account of themselves in this game.
I find it funny how people are talking about Adrian online, but Jordan Pickford is no better than Adrian. In fact, you could even argue that he's worse.
No. He's better. He is better than Adrian.
He is better than Adrian.
All right, cool. If he's better, he's better. But we're not talking about saying who's better. I'm trying to think of an example now. Who's better, Dominic Solanke or Aguero? We're not comparing those two. They're both very bad goalkeepers.
O'Shea, that is true. But for the past few weeks, we've heard, especially during the international break, we've heard Liverpool fans slay Adrian. Was it not last week on the Liverpool show? We've heard Drifty and everyone else say that about Adrian. He's never been bought by a club before, and this and that.
Yeah, that's true. So, but that's irrelevant. All of that is irrelevant. That's fans slating a player. That doesn't change the fact that maybe Pickford is better than Adrian slightly.
I would say this, guys.
They're both very bad goalkeepers.
Yes, again, I
good.
I think you're being high. Now listen, O'Shea, I have to disagree with you there. Adrian is a god-awful goalkeeper. He is absolute trash. Pickford, for me, is a good goalkeeper. At the elite level here, I'd say he's good. I would say he's middle of the road, a 5.5, a 6 out of 10. Adrian's a 2, bruv. Adrian's a bit like Kepa. Adrian's a bit like Kepa. Average shots beat him on a more regular basis. Now, there's a lot more focus on Pickford.
I think that's a load of gas, man.
Nah, bro. Adrian's awful.
Adrian is awful. O'Shea, would you swap Jordan Pickford for Adrian? I mean, would you swap Adrian for Jordan Pickford? If the answer is yes, Jordan Pickford's a better goalkeeper.
I never said he wasn't a better goalkeeper. Why do you keep saying I never said he wasn't a better goalkeeper? The argument wasn't whether he's a better goalkeeper or not. The argument was he may be better than Adrian. That's true. But the fact is, it's not like saying Aguero. It's not one second. It's not like saying, Aguero's better than Andy Carroll. So that's not the comparison. They're both bad goalkeepers. Jordan Pickford is better, but they're both bad goalkeepers. They're not. It's not like one is world-class and one is terrible.
It does matter though, mate. It does matter because on a Richter scale, on a chart, right? Yeah, let's just say your team's got Harry Kane as your main striker and he's out injured. Who would you rather have, David Bellion or Louis Saha? You'd still pick Louis Zaha.
I don't think comparing Jordan Pickford to Zaha is right because Zaha is actually good at football, whereas Jordan Pickford is not a good goalkeeper. He's not. Okay, but now, listen. Jordan Pickford is a good goalkeeper.
Sorry.
He's a good goalkeeper. To say he's levels above Adrian. Adrian is, for me, in the elite level spectrum. He's in that bottom category. And what it really exposes is poor decision making. And no one ever talks about Liverpool's poor decision making. They brought to the club a backup goalkeeper that is trash. And I think that could end up being. I mean, a lot of Liverpool fans say that's what knocks you out of the Champions League last year. But again, what happens is because your board and your manager have got credit in the bank, nobody's overly harsh on them. But imagine he makes enough mistakes in these next few weeks that ends up costing you your league campaign this season. That's on SFG and Klopp for. I mean, what about you? Must have an academy goalkeeper that's better than him. You must have an academy goalkeeper that's better than him.
You just signed a young goalkeeper called Pitaluga from Fluminense. So like he's apparently highly rated by Brazilians.
If Adrian has a stinker today and can see 3 easy, simple goals, it's on your manager because we know how bad he is. Yet Klopp persists with picking him, so it'll be on Klopp only.
I think I just to point on that. I think one mistake that they did make in the transfer window, alongside not signing a 4th choice centre back, is getting rid of Karius. I think I think
I hear you on that. Sorry, go on, Ram.
Because imagine, because Alisson has been injury prone. Well, I'm not saying he's injury prone, but he has had injuries. I think Loris Karius and Adrian, no matter how bad they are, they will be fighting for that 2nd choice goalkeeper slot. It's as simple as that. And if we're going to have 2 people wanting to fight for a place, it would just be better for us.
Let me ask you all a question. We did our original predictions on the Football Terrace where people are going to finish, and lots of you put Liverpool 3rd, 4th, 5th. After the transfer window, everyone changed their mind and pretty much put Liverpool back top. I haven't actually typed everything up, but I've got the list down here in front of me. Liverpool, this is what I love about I'm sitting there thinking about the thickness of people's minds. If Liverpool lose today and by the end of this weekend sit in 6th position, I wonder how many people are going to be like, Terry, could I readjust my predictions again? Because Liverpool have lost 2 of their opening 5 games. It'd be amazing.
Have you got my predictions, Terry? Or
I don't know. I've got your original predictions. I don't know if you were on the show to do the secondary ones. I don't think you were on it, so the answer would be no, I don't, Ram. Do you want to give them to me?
Yeah, sure. Go on. Is it just top 6, yeah?
Yes.
So first place is obviously I'm going to stick with Liverpool. Yep. Second place will be Manchester City.
Yep.
Third place would be Chelsea.
Yep.
4th place would be Everton.
Yep.
5th would be Spurs.
Yep.
And 6th would be Arsenal.
Excellent. Thank you. Do you know what I love about these predictions?
Wait, you didn't have United in there?
But most
where's Man United?
So they'll be 7.
So let me say this now. Everybody's readjusted. If you look at everybody's readjusted top 6, only KJ. So who actually got as Man United even in the top 6? GM had us 6th. David had us 5th. Kai had us 5th. Josh not in the top 6. Rack United 5th.
No, I haven't even adjusted mine to this.
Indiana United 6th. Igal United 6th. Prime United 4th, to be fair, with Prime, me not even in the top 6. Most people don't have Man United in the top 6, and I love that because it actually means if we end up finishing above any of your teams, you've all had trash seasons, doesn't it?
Look, I've said it.
You're all. I'm sorry, you're all absolutely bloody insane.
I've said it last season. I think what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did the back end of last season was incredible. They were around about 12th, and I have nothing but praise for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Bruno Fernandes and all the players because they did a madness and they got them to third place, which was a great season if you look at the context.
Get to the point.
What? I'm gonna hold the same energy. If they go in the top 6 or maybe in the top 4, then I'll take my hat off to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
I hear that. Before we go any further, people, everyone tuning in, please hit that like button for us right now. We need to go past 1,000 likes while we're live on the air. Getting towards 2,000 of you tuning in, 10 minutes or so away from kickoff. So hit that like button right now. You can become an official member of the Football Terrace by clicking the join button now as well. Aside from that, make sure you get your super chats in. We're adding Elite KJ to the call now as well. We've got the whole crew in the house today. It's nice to actually have football back as well. Kai is actually in the comments here saying, Terry, I always said this Liverpool team was overhyped. I never put them in top nothing changed. Yeah, in fairness to Kai, if Liverpool actually go on a bad run and end up falling out this top 4, the whole of the internet owes Kai an apology. But Elite KJ is with us now, bro. What's your head saying ahead of the Merseyside derby?
Before I get to that, I just want to quickly just hop on what everyone was saying about the predictions and that. I put United outside the top 6, but I feel like rival fans are doing it because they think Ollie's still gonna be here, fam. Now let's not get it twisted. Ollie ain't lasting the season, bro. And you know what happens when United get a new manager? Yeah, the bounce is flying, fam. You know what I'm saying? So the only reason I said outside the top 6 is because I don't trust this board to get rid of Ollie quick enough and then bring in a new manager. So the new manager bounce takes us into the rest of the season and we get somewhere. The board is the issue at United. Ollie is not staying.
What happened to the propaganda, man?
Oh, hey, listen. Shut up, Danny. Shut up.
It went.
You're supposed to go down with the shit. Why am I the only person? Why am I the only person going down with the shit?
I'm on the plane. I'm on the Vibes FC plane. If Ollie gets sacked, cool. If you don't get sacked, cool. It is what it is. But rival people, listen. Shut up.
Danny, after 100 shows,
yo, Dave, keep it quiet too, bro.
He's hurt. You can hear him. He's hurt.
Nah, KJ though.
Why are you all talking? No, I'm still talking. Shut up. Rival fans, yeah. You put United outside the top 7. Do it because it's because of the board is crap, not because Ollie's gonna be here all season. That's what I want to say about that. Merseyside's derby, this is gonna be good. Definitely gonna be good. I feel like I'm hoping for a high scoring madness. That would be beautiful. And yeah, high scoring draw. I'm going for it. It's gonna be like a 3-3 or something.
Nah, KJ, I have United.
Yo, Terry, can we come up with some forfeit bets? Because all of this Man United blast, all these people have Man United outside the top 6 or top 7 even, yeah? They're going to have to pay in some way. It can't just be banter because you got it wrong. That's not enough punishment for me. I'm sorry. Like,
I think we've got to have guys. We've got to do a little.
KJ, you're going to have to come onto the terrace with like a wig or something, yeah? Looking at Marilyn Monroe or something like that. Because, it's not enough if you just, I was wrong. We got top 4. No, that's not enough. Same thing for Ram as well.
What? Oh my.
Yo, Danny, what are your predictions? We haven't got your new predictions.
My new predictions, Liverpool. Yeah, it's tricky. I'll be honest with you. I've got no effing idea. Honestly.
No.
You can't be on the fence. You can't be saying let's give out some forfeits.
You can't be giving forfeits and you're not in it.
No. You guys said it with your chest. I'm not. There's a difference. You see.
Here's the thing.
You know what? I'll say this with my chest right now. Manchester United are finishing 4th with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as the manager.
Yeah, Danny. To be honest, I still back it. Even if Ole doesn't get sacked, I still think you'll finish 4th because you guys will go. This bad period won't last forever. You guys will go on a run, and it will last you long enough to get into 4th place.
I know that, Prime, but I need these men punished for just jumping off the ship. Abandon the ship. They ain't trying to plug no holes. They're not trying to repair anything. Them man are just like, you know what, man, this ship looks a bit. Yeah, I'm coming off.
It's
this,
okay.
man.
Let them go down with the Titanic.
They're abandoning
Danny,
the ship
the
because the
only
ship
reason,
is looking
the
like
only reason
Titanic right
I
now.
had
They're not going to
United
make the same mistake, bro.
No,
Danny, the only reason I had United fifth is just because I think that Jose and that Spurs team are going to shock a lot of people.
You know what?
How
Fifth
confident
fine,
are you though,
It's
David?
ram.
David, I'll make a
Ram.
bet with you, David. I will. Let's bet your student loan this year on it. So I will. What is? How much is a student loan?
Like,
Okay,
I haven't got mine yet, but like,
Don't lie.
How much?
Like a grand six. We'll go to the grand.
Okay,
six.
so I'll
Oh,
bet you.
wow.
I'll bet you. If you win, you donate that to the channel. If I win, I'll double it for you.
The man thinks I have that kind of money.
Well, you do have the money, but you must be confident we're not making top four. Then, if you know we're not making
Yo,
top four, it ain't a bet, is
Terry,
it? It's not a bet, is it? It's not a bet. It's
Terry,
not a bet.
Terry, clearly, the thing is a loan. Yeah, I can't be just giving out that money because like I've got.
It's all right,
to
bro.
pay.
Nah,
Listen,
David, if you're not,
you can work it off if you have to. I'll make you work it off. I'll make you work it off for me. I'll make you do something. What I'm saying is, right? We'll come to. I got a lot of stuff that needs doing in my house, so like you can come here, weed the garden, whatever, bro. What I'm saying is,
Yeah,
if you
clean
are,
the pool.
if you, you can't clean my pool out. That needs doing. Yeah, that thing is dirty right now.
Yeah,
Shut it off for the summer.
I want to address Prime for 1 sec.
Danny, I get it in installments. That's why it's so low.
And Danny. I want to address Prime and Danny.
Mm-hmm.
Go for
All
it,
right, cool.
KJ.
So, Prime, in terms of you thinking us finished fourth, I think that's cool, isn't it? Even with Ollie in charge, not too sure. And again, it's nothing to do with Ollie himself. Ollie is Ollie. It's just the way the club is ran. In January, can I see us reinforcing and helping the cause? I don't think so. So it is what it is. In terms of Danny,
it's not even necessarily, before you address Danny, sorry, it's not even necessarily that. It's that I think that, like I said, this bad run that you're on won't last forever. I do think you will go on a good run and it will last you long enough to be able to finish fourth.
Maybe.
Plus, the season is so weird anyways.
It all depends on what goes on, because
I get
if the rumours are true, that Ollie's got 5 games to save his job, you've got to remember, of the 5 games that could make him lose his job, 3 of them are Champions League games. So Poch could be here by the beginning or middle of November, and that's where sometimes like I said before, I think rival fan and United fan opinion actually impacts what journalists write about. A lot of pressure is put on Ollie because of what people care about. Bantering Ollie is amazing. Rival fans have got to use their brains a bit here. You're over bantering. Do you know why? Because you're going to end up making Ollie get sacked and a better manager coming in. If you really want him to stay, you should be the ones that are coming along the lines of, do you know what? Let's keep him in. Let's almost show. Let's encourage United fans to back him. You've gone about it the wrong way, man. You've like double bluffed yourself into a position where we'll end up with a better manager. That's stupid. Like,
and then
you guys don't know how to do mental warfare at all. It's like you're taking the joke too far. It's no longer funny. You know what I mean?
Even more stupid, if we beat Newcastle, right, we're 1 point behind Chelsea. And when you look at, and that just will put everything into perspective, the way people have reacted after 3 matches.
That depends if we lose. But,
and in terms of Danny,
I'm talking 4 games, David. Well, you've played 1 game more. Go ahead, KJ.
Okay.
Go, KJ.
Yeah, so Danny, in terms of man, you feel like man them jumped off the ship. Fam, there is no more ship blood. They blew that up on the transfer window.
Nah, they didn't. They didn't.
Gone, fam.
The ship would have been blown up if they bought Dembele. They didn't buy Dembele, so the ship's not blown up.
No, the ship
it's still intact. You know what it is? You know what it is? You know what this is, Terry? Yeah? This is that moment, yeah? You know when you're watching like a good TV show, yeah? And you've got these guys who they think their people are dead, but their people are alive somewhere. They just don't know. Because they dipped out too early, they didn't stay.
Well, this is the one thing I would say, right? And I'm not allowing myself to get excited, but I was saying I'm not saying he's going to play today. Let's just say though, Pellistri starts today, or he comes on as a sub and looks like a don. You suddenly and we win, and he's in. I remember when we were with Moyes and we're like, oh, it's rubbish, and then Januzaj starts and scores a brace, and it was like, we're going to win the league. That's football fans for you. Do you get what? If Cavani starts against Paris Saint-Germain and bags 2 goals and we win, we're going to win Champions League. That's the problem with Man United fans. It could all change in the next 5 games if we win. If January comes and Aman Traore comes in and he is a Don Daddio, bruv, the geezer is balling, dribbling, scoring, it's going to be no more Jadon Sancho. It's going to be Jason Sanchez, bruv. Who's that guy? I don't know him. No one's going to care anymore. No one's going to care. And that's the fickleness of fans. Like, I remember when United were trying to get rid of Pogba and Martial, and they were looking at bringing in. I can't remember who they were looking at bringing in.
Perisic and Milinkovic, Savic, and them man there. You know what I'm saying?
But this is the thing, right? If that would
Good
have
players,
happened,
actually.
yeah, if that would have happened,
Yeah.
and we would have won the league, no one would care. This is the thing. We actually, like, when Beckham left, there was outrage, and then Ronaldo was here. No one cared. No one cared because Ronaldo was here.
I've got a better one, Terry. When we were linked with Sane when he was at Southampton, Liverpool fans were mocking us.
Yeah,
Mane.
Mane, sorry.
Mane, yeah.
When we were linked with Mane, we were being mocked. Haha, look where United, they used to shop at, like, Harrods. Now they're shopping in Primark. That was the joke. And then they get him, and look how that turned out. I ain't got time for fans bantering who we're buying, man. We just need to deliver. And I'm telling you, all you guys who are off the bandwagon, you're going to regret it.
Of what bandwagon, fam? There's no wagon, blood. It's gone.
There is a wagon.
There is
The
no
only thing I
wagon.
fancied about that, Danny, is
Bruv.
that Mane rejected you lot for us.
No, that
that's
isn't
the only
true.
thing.
No,
I
it's
fancied.
not. Yeah, Ram, shut up.
Bro,
Ram.
listen. So the Mane, this is what I love. Listen, when it comes to this, by the way, when Man United signed a player that was linked to other clubs, I don't believe the PR either. Man United were looking at Mane, and they were also looking at Pedro. They pulled away from Mane and Pedro to sign Anthony Martial. You then signed him a season later. If we would have put the bid in then for Mane was coming. Like, and this is the way it is. Like, you've got Mo Salah now. But if Chelsea wouldn't have sold him, you wouldn't have him. He'd be a Chelsea boy right now. This is just the way it is, bruv. Man United looked at Jordan Henderson before Liverpool did, and if Fergie would have wanted him, we'd have had him. Like this,
I forgot that was true. Yeah.
It's true. All of it is, and by the way, it's worked in reverse. United will sign players where it's like, oh yeah, we could have signed him a year ago, but we didn't trigger something, or we didn't put the bid in, or whatnot. It's just the way it goes, bruv. Because you can't sign everyone. It's the way it is.
And let's not forget, Arsenal could have signed everybody before.
Yeah, bruv, they're the worst ones.
Ronaldo,
But have you
Messi.
noticed, see, that's where their PR was bad. Arsenal's PR game has risen recently, where they've managed to convince their fans that Aubameyang stayed because of the secret sort of masonry style handshake that Mikel Arteta gave him. Mikel Arteta come and laid his, you know what I mean? What is it like? Mikel Arteta come and laid his driveway for him, so he's going to stay. No, bruv, you're paying him. You made him the most expensive player. A well-paid player in the league, but the teams are like
connection with troops. That's why.
Yeah. That's what it was. That's what it was, isn't it? Yeah, that's it.
You know what it was? He heard Troops was leaving for America, and he signed the thing to make sure Troops stayed. That's what it was, isn't it?
Ah, cool. I get that. We have got a super chat here from Josh King. Coys, obviously, we all know Josh, who says, "Great show and great opinions. So much competition. It's so hard to predict the top six this year. Will United finish above Everton?" At Daniel, do you think United will finish above Everton, Dan?
If we will, unless Everton win the league, and I'm not. And you know what? You're laughing.
My God.
You're all laughing. You keep laughing. You all keep laughing. There's a reason why I can't predict who the top three will be. I've got no idea. I think. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if Pep gets fired this season. None of you have seen that.
Wait.
Everyone
So
just
I'm
thinks
not a
Pep's
madman.
going to recover. People just think
No,
Pep's
he's
going to
gonna leave.
recover.
He's not gonna. Pep's gonna leave. Pep's gonna walk
he
away.
might not last the end of the season because their problems
All right,
are
boys,
chronic.
the lineups are out now, so the game's going to begin. If anybody's going to call back in a bit and watch this with me, with the camera on, call back because the group's too big to add people into that now. Boys, but I appreciate all your opinions. Let's go. See you in a minute.
Yeah.
Cheers, lads. Thank you. Listen, everyone who's tuning in, smash the like button. The game is moments away, absolute moments away from kicking off. It's going to be an exciting one. There's the one thing that is for sure. It is going to be an exciting one. I can't wait. I absolutely cannot wait. We're going to add Ram to the stream. When I click this button, Ram should then appear as if by magic. There he is. How you doing, mate?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm excited, mate. But all the viewers tuning in, smash the like button, hit the share button as well. It's really important to the Football Terrace. Yeah, I'm excited about this game because it's the first time in a while where Liverpool have looked vulnerable at the same time that Everton have looked really good. I think that's a bit of a leveler. But it's, you've got two goalies that make mistakes. You've got Liverpool's defence, which is leaking like a broken fridge. But then you've got Thiago that's starting his first Premier League game, as far as I'm aware. I don't think he started any others. What's going to happen with that, I don't know. It's amazing. It's such a... Everything about this game is like perfectly poised. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And what's your score prediction, Ram?
I think it will be. I'm obviously going to back my team, so it's going to be a 2-1 victory to Liverpool.
There we go. That's what he's gone with. I've changed my mind this morning. I'm going with 2-2. And what I am hoping for is whether you draw or lose, either's fine for me as a United fan. What I would love, though, is you guys to either be drawing the game or winning the game in the last minute. Cross comes in, and then he has a Virgil van Maguire moment, and it comes off like the wrong side of his head, and it's an own goal, and that's how you drop the points. That would be a ting of beauty. That would be a ting of beauty for me. I'd love that. I'd genuinely love that.
Obviously, like I'll say the same thing for you guys. I would hope that
exactly
Harry Maguire puts it into his own net. That's the main thing.
Kai here says, ask Ram when he's shaving off that moustache and finally mastered cooking rice. I don't know what the rice thing's about.
Basically, I was on Monstar's stream, yeah, and I was hopping in and out of the kitchen, and I completely forgot about the rice, and the water all evaporated, and I burnt the bottom of it. So that's where the rice thing started.
And here we go. Game's kicked off, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm excited about this game. I'm excited about this game.
You know when you get those little shivers down your spine, it's
Yeah.
You like it, but you also don't like it as well.
Exactly. But that's what makes football so amazing. It's these to me are the games that make football worthwhile. Oh, that's a really bad foul by Van Dijk in the opening minute on James Rodriguez. He's left one on Rodriguez there. That's a yellow card. How's that not a yellow card, ref? Jesus. Nowhere near the ball. Runs into him on purpose. Oh, do you know what? I really don't like Liverpool's kit, you know. I mean, in the sense of, it's like they're on back to front. It's frustrating to look at.
Yeah. Just getting it up.
I just feel like there's going to be mistakes galore today. Do you know what I love about O'Shea's question is no one can tell me how high is too high for the defensive line. He says not on the halfway line. I don't really think being 2 or 3 yards deep is actually going to make much. It's another foul by Van Dijk. You've got a booking, ref. That's 2 in the opening minute. And then late tackles. Virgil van Maguire there. With 2. Hang on. By the way, I want to point this out. I'm going to be getting bitter here. Last week, when Harry Maguire made 2 mistakes, like gave away a foul at Harry Kane, everyone's like, it's bad defending. It's bad defending when you come out and try and tackle in midfield. No good defenders come out and try and tackle from midfield. Oh, Salazin.
Oh, you're behind me.
How is that possible when I've got the app? You're going to have to pause yours and be behind me, bro. I can't have it the other way around. Just press stop and then go again.
I've got the app as well. That's the thing. Give me a minute.
You just press...
I've got BT Sport app. I'm using Virgin Media.
But I'm actually on BT's website.
Come on. Oh, you're using BT Sport.
That's 1-0. It's 1-0. You need to do me a favour and be behind me. I can't have you. You can't be on the stream and be in front of me. It can't be doing 1-0 Liverpool straight away, 2 minutes in. See, that's what I mean. You ruined the damn moment. You ruined the moment.
Sorry.
You can't do that.
I'm trying.
Listen to me. Press the stop stream button. Stop yourself from seeing it, and then press play. Just pull, and then press play again. 10 seconds later. It's really easy.
No, because on the Virgin Media one, there's no stop or start. It's just
stop the stream and then restart it again. It'll put you behind.
Hang on, you said you're with the BT Sport app, right?
Yeah, I'm on BT Sport.
Okay, right. I'll use that then.
Cool.
I'll try and use that.
I'm
so sorry. I'm trying to do 2 things that I want to celebrate properly, but
I know you do. But at the same time, you can't be in front of me. What a horrible start. What a horrible start for Everton. After all that buzz, they go and concede straight away.
Yeah.
It's actually funny. It's actually funny that they've gone and conceded that simplistically. It really, really is. Wow. And it was easy. Look, straight through the middle. Switched out the play. Coleman's tackle just not good enough. Mane left alone in the middle. Bang. Finished. Over.
You can't do that. You can't do that with Mane. Like, it's like you're setting yourself up for failure if you do that.
However, long way to go. Yep, long way to go.
Definitely.
Everyone who's tuning in, please smash that like button for us. Really important to the Football Terrace that gets done. The interesting thing is, they've got to try and put some pressure now on Van Dijk because he's had them 2 early fouls. One more and he's booked. You've got to try and get him booked as early as possible. The football from Liverpool's lovely here. It's lovely from Henderson. He's got an opportunity here. Mane crosses. Oh, that was nearly 2-0. Digne there.
They look up for it. The guys.
Well, this is what I said. I think Liverpool are going to come out wounded lions. Just go out there, score early. This is where Everton need to. What Everton need to do is put something on Liverpool to make them think, oh, we're still vulnerable after what happened before. You can't just let Liverpool attack you now. This is where Everton are going to be tested. You know, how good are they really? Rodriguez pretty much sets up Fabinho. It's crossed in. Van Dijk's there. That's a penalty.
I think he's offside.
I've been given as offside. He got away with that one.
Yeah.
But he might have actually saved it, but...
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk looks like he's injured as well. Oh, that's...
He's onside.
Is he onside?
He's onside, so... Oh, I think Pickford actually wins the ball, though. We've got to see here. No, it's a penalty! It's a penalty! Pickford, bruv! It's a penalty! It's a stonewaller!
Pickford knew what he was doing,
He nearly broke Van Dijk's leg.
He's down.
I know he's down. I can see. What minute you on?
5:54.
So have you not slowed it down yet?
I'm trying. I don't know why it won't slow down. Hang on. Let me get this up on my laptop. Maybe my laptop will do it.
What are you watching it on the computer or the app?
On my phone, on the Virgin Media app.
How can Virgin Media be in front of BT, who actually own that?
No.
It's so frustrating.
Quite a lot of the problems when you're watching it on Sky, I'm always like a couple.
Well, look, he's onside.
1 minute.
Sorry, one second, mate. I need to see this here because they're checking it. It's going to be a penalty, and it's going to end up being a red card here.
It is dangerous play because it's reckless from Jordan Pickford.
What are you on now? 6 minutes, what?
I'm on 6 minutes and 48. Hang on, let me get this up.
Oh, it's just been given as offside. And do you know what's got Pickford away with it? It's the sleeve. He's offside by the sleeve, which they've now said and this is where the rules are so interesting because they've now said it won't be handball if it's sleeve or above. Which means you're now going to be offside if your bicep ends up being offside, which is your arm, you're now offside. So that's what I love about the laws of the game. You can't say to people, it's not offside. You can't give handball this high. But if you can't be handball here, then you can be offside by it because you can touch the ball or play the ball. Yeah. But Pickford just got away with one there. But Van Dijk doesn't look in good shape at all.
It was dangerous play from Pickford, no doubt. Like, I think he knew what he was going to do. I think he knew he was going to clatter into him, and the more he clattered into him, the worse the injury would be. But I don't blame him. It's the dark part of the game.
But I don't think there's any malice in Pickford. That's just Pickford being Pickford. Like, it's just erratic, and he's got away with that. The fact that Van Dijk was offside by millimeters is the only reason Pickford's still on the pitch. But Van Dijk looks all right. He's walking, so...
Yeah, the best. I think one thing that we overlook when we're doing our transfers is that we try to buy a lot of players that are not injury prone, injury resistant, and I think quite a lot of the players, as you can see, they don't get injured that often.
But I think
when
you're Van Dijk size, your body can sometimes take that kind of. That was somebody with smaller, skinnier legs. Like if that was Trent that got clattered that way,
he's gone.
Yeah. Because he's smaller. Everton have got to settle now. It's actually a good thing for Everton. Oh, actually, there's substitution coming. Van Dijk's coming off.
Yeah.
Calvert-Lewin here. Van Dijk coming off. That's a big blow early in the game. And no penalty for it either. That's the bit that's going to be. That's the bit that's going to be in the back of Liverpool fans' minds. Is no penalty, no red card for Pickford because he was offside by his arm.
Yeah.
That law change has saved Pickford, you know.
Well, this is the chance to see if Joe Gomez is up for it now.
Well, and it also depends how bad this injury is. I know he's walked away, Van Dijk, but I've seen people walk off like that and then they have a scan and they've torn a ligament still.
That's a great example is what Steven Gerrard had when he was injured, when he got injured. Quite a lot of the time he tried to play whilst he was injured, which was not a good thing. That's why in the latter stages of his career, that groin injury just kept on coming and coming and coming, and just couldn't play anymore.
No, I hear that. Everyone tuning in, please smash that like button for us. It's really, really important. Not seen much of James Rodriguez yet, who's now on the ball. Ten minutes into the game here, and it's...
They just walked, like... Van Dijk looks like he's walking the length of the pitch. I think he's trying to play on, which I don't think is a very good idea. I'd rather take him off, and if...
I don't know. I can't see the dugout whether... No, he's stripped off to come in. I think he's just walking to the dressing room because the way you have to get to the pitch now, yeah. Trouble.
Yeah, that is a blow. But we have to see if Joe Gomez...
Joe Gomez has got his substitutes coming. Joe Gomez has got to step up here, and this is some of the things that we spoke about pre-season, man. About how do Liverpool cope when they lose, especially like during a game, a star player. And this is for me one of the biggest stars you've got. If you miss Salah, you've got other people that can score goals and be creative. You don't have a defender in your squad who's anywhere near Virgil van Dijk's level.
Yeah.
You really don't. So it's the biggest blow you could have. Richarlison's got a lot of space here. Trent's out of position. Richarlison.
Good work from Trent.
Anything.
Yeah.
That ball there is poor. Oh, Firmino gives it away. Good cross! Oh, Calvert-Lewin getting to that. That guy can leap, bruv. That guy can leap.
Yeah. That's why it'll be a great option for England in the Euros. Like if we need someone just for that little bit of physicality, he can do that. He can do that for sure.
He probably should have done better there. That's a free header. Gomez was absolutely nowhere. Hit that like button, please, ladies and gentlemen. Get your super chats in as well. It's 1-0 to Liverpool in this game. Goal scored by Sadio Mane 1 minute in. 1 minute in.
I think
Virgil van Dijk has gone off injured as well in this game, ladies and gentlemen, as well.
I think the most important player for Liverpool right now is Fabinho. I think him in that pivot is going to be massive. If he does incredibly well, then I think we'll be all right. But we have to wait and see if he's there.
Trent's up in a good position here. It's a foul on Firmino. Not given. Next 10 minutes or so. Although, that's really well done there by Jordan Henderson.
Yeah.
T-Rex arms with a good punch.
Yeah. Come on.
Oh, that's lovely by Robertson. It's a good cross. Firmino. Oh, that's poor.
Wasn't going to do it.
He's a lot more than that. It's going to be interesting to see how long Van Dijk's out for. Could be. You got your Champions League. It's just crazy. That just did.
Yeah.
Woo! Looks like that little ginger kid might have to play.
Seth, he's not little. He's a giant.
Okay, little is in age. Young. I say young.
Okay.
I'll change it to young.
I mean, to you, everyone's a baby, innit? So.
This is true. I'm older than nearly every single currently active Premier League football player. Man, I'm older than Nangelsmann, bruv. I'm old man.
Yeah.
That's what I am. But there we go. Actually, not old. I'm vintage, is what I'm gonna say.
It's weird how I remember I was wondering whether there'll be a time where where my generation, like the 2000, the millenniums, so people that were born in 99, 2000, whether our crop of players would be as good as the 1980s and the 1990s, but yeah, I mean, obviously Haaland's spearheading that
But
thing, so
you're always going to
that'd be
get
great.
that. You're always going to get it. The only thing that's hard to do is genuinely work it. I mean, the thing with it is that right now that people would say there is a lack of quality defenders, like there used to be. So if there's a lack of quality defenders, there's a train of thought to say, well, it's easier for the strikers to score goals now because the defending isn't as good. But then what you get is people go, no, but the attackers now are much better than they were in those days. Well, not if all the defenders are worse. So which of the two do you want to be true? That's why it's hard. That's why it's hard to compare eras. It's hard to compare eras. There was a time where England had so many top-level number 9 strikers as well. Loads of them. You had Shearer. You had Sheringham wasn't directly a 9, but he played centrally. Les Ferdinand, Andy Cole was another one. Ian Wright. We just had a plethora of them, and we're maybe starting to get that again now. You've got Harry Kane. You've got Calvert-Lewin coming through. You've got Tammy. But I wouldn't say, other than Harry Kane, the others are nowhere near the level of the other strikers I mentioned before. We don't have a plethora of centre. We went through like Tony Adams, Sol Campbell, Rio, John Terry, Ledley King, who had the injury problems.
Yeah.
You now look at what we've got in the centre-back area, we're nowhere near the standard. Even with full-backs. On the right-hand side, it's amazing. Left-hand side, we've got nowhere near Ashley Cole's quality. You know what I mean? Ashley Cole was... Leighton Baines was top level in his day. But
he could whip a ball in. He could whip a ball in.
Nowhere near the England team because of the overall quality. But it ain't always about the individual players. It's about how they fit into a team and a system. What I do think now about younger players, I do think that they are more technically gifted now than they used to be. And they may not be as good a talent, but technical-wise, I think they're a lot better, and they can play in multiple positions. A lot of England players throughout the 80s and 90s, it was 4-4-2 or a 5-4-1 at best. That's what they grew up, and they played one position.
Even at 2006, it was 4-4-2. But in that era, it shouldn't have been 4-4-2 because we had the players that had the technical ability to play in multiple positions.
I agree.
But we can't change the past, can we?
No. I've not seen much from Thiago yet, to be fair, in this game. But it's one of those awful games, really, in the sense of it came alive straight away, and then that injury to Van Dijk just slowed everything down for 5, 6, 7 minutes, and it hasn't got going again since. Nothing's really happened. It's like chess at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Keane goes long here. Oh, Calvert-Lewin brings it down. Lewin!
Keeping the space. Good.
That was awful by Calvert. I mean, I don't really know what Gomez was doing there. He gave him so much time and space. If that shot had any potency to it, it's 1-1. Look how much space he has. He just doesn't get hold of it.
He had to kept that space. He should have kept that little bit of space in front of him. Why didn't he do that? I don't know.
That was so simple as well. It's just one long ball. Easy.
I think let him win that first header. If he's nowhere near the box, let him win that first header. They get onto the second opportunity. What else is he gonna do? Because he's only gonna be heading it to himself.
But he was completely unchallenged, so it was easy for him to bring it down. It wasn't even a header as such. It was easy. Pickford, that's awful. That's a handball there, though.
Handball.
Richarlison.
Yes, handball.
Just calm down, Richarlison. There's no need to be angry.
One thing I think the Liverpool defenders should do, and I think Trent especially, is get him angry.
Yeah, Richarlison is not a good player angry.
Yeah.
He just doesn't. You can see it in him. He needs to be cool, calm, and collected, and he isn't those. He is, generally speaking, isn't them things.
Yeah, a player running on emotion is a dangerous player for the opposition, but with him, he's a hothead, and you can get a red card. We all know, Steven Gerrard played on emotion, but he used to be really reckless with his challenges sometimes, especially when he was younger. He got a lot of red cards, which is, So get him angry, get him a red card for him, then eliminate one potent threat.
Calvert-Lewin was shot there, unlucky. They're starting to put a bit of pressure on now. I can't remember.
Adrian so far has been all right. I say so far has been all right. Just hopefully he keeps it up.
That's all you can say at the minute. You don't want to tempt fate with him and say, oh yeah, he's been great, and then he just quite literally drops a bollock. Corner in here for Everton. Decent. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. It's ex-Man United player Michael Keane It's 1-1. They score. Oh, it's a goal. We just said that Adrian's doing all right. It was a bit blurry here. Van Dijk's missing. Missing. You see it. The lack of command there. 1-1. Everton back in the game. We're going to watch this replay back now and see what was happening.
Oh, my God.
We're alive here. Let's watch this here. Hang on. Ball comes in. Oh, it's right through the goalkeeper's hands. It's poor. But that's for Fabinho there, mate. Look at him getting beat in the air. Awful defending.
I told you. It depends on
and it's straight at Adrian.
Incredible.
It's straight at Adrian. O'Shea, what you saying, bro? Oh, look at him. Oh, he should have saved it. Adrian. Oh, no, O'Shea. Oh, Adrian. That is Jurgen Klopp's fault. Why is he playing Adrian in goal? Woeful goalkeeper. Keeps getting played. Awful. No Van Dijk. Maybe no hope. Liverpool fans, what you thinking? What you feeling? Hit the like button. Hit the share button as well. 1-1 in the Merseyside derby. Here we go. I need to calm down. I'm going to lose my voice today. But just said, you see Everton's, we're just starting to turn that on. Look how high your defensive line is, though, again. And that's how they got in to create the opportunity for the corner. Played in.
It's not as bad as the last couple of games.
But it was one. It's been 2 or 3 simple balls in that have led to all their opportunities. Just bypassing your defensive line simplistically. The defending from Liverpool is trash. But you win the ball back here, though. Good opportunity to counter. Mo Salah gonna get it onto his left peg. He's gonna shoot. Poor shot. Well held by T-Rex.
Shot. Oh God.
Thiago that won the ball back in the middle there. So the press is still working.
Yeah.
Everything for Liverpool. Oh, they won the ball back very well again there. That's lovely.
That's
by Thiago.
good from Sadio.
See, everything about Liverpool, midfield and attack is the same. It's your defensive line. Like, it's so easy to bypass. Just simple balls around the edge. And whatever you're being caught out. Now, I can't explain why you're being caught out. I'm not a football expert. I'm a football fan. But I can see the problem. And obviously that was... Like, Michael Keane will probably head the ball at goal another 100 times in his career better than that, and nothing happened. See, look here, look. He picks the ball up. No one around Calvert-Lewin. Now your defensive line's dropping back a little bit. That's better. Ball's dinked in. That's clear, well cleared. Gomez is on the ball. They recycle quickly. You know the left back, is it pronounced Digne? Digne, sorry. Digne. I always get confused. Smash the like button, people. We're past the 500 like mark. We want to pass 1,000 likes today, people. So make sure you're smashing the like button. And we will be doing a live match reaction show as soon as the game finishes. That's well intercepted there by Thiago. That's lovely.
Come on, easy play and make it easy. Nothing special.
Trent now getting up in the play here.
This is the kind of things that Thiago was brought in for. Like, getting that ball and hey, that was dangerous. That should be a red, no?
I don't know about a red.
Because his foot was high.
Yeah, you don't normally get red cards for that. He's pulling him over. Something could be happening here.
Terry, that is high.
It's high.
It's very high. That's like a chest.
It is, but often it depends how much contact he made, whether or not he sends him off or not. And Liverpool fans said that Mane, well, he didn't actually touch him. So the one thing I'd say, why is Mane holding his head when he didn't touch him?
Yeah.
But when Mane got sent off for doing that to Ederson, Liverpool fans said it wasn't a red, he didn't intend it. So you guys can't call for that to be a red, otherwise you're hypocrites.
Yeah.
But it's not. For me, it's a yellow card.
I think that's a red.
Why is it a red though? Why is it a red though?
No, I was talking about the Mane one.
Oh right, okay, yeah. It is dangerous. You give someone like 5 stitches in their face. It's definitely reckless.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
I'd rather if he actually went in with his head, maybe it wouldn't have been a red because it would just be easy. Like, it would be a collision.
We've got a super chat here from Craig Williams that says Keane's goal is AJ Tracy and H Song Rain. No Van Dijk. I'm on slim like Keane, bro. Got the cannon. He'll bang it. Is that a lyric? He'll bang it. No reason. Okay, cool.
I think the header was all right. It was a decent header.
It was a good header, but for me, a top level goalkeeper saves that. Like Ellison catches that. Maybe a push puts it over the bar. That was woeful. But here's Trent. This is Trent range. This is he hits it. Oh, good save, Pickford. Good save there from T-Rex hands. Oh, arms. There's a good save.
Yeah. To be fair, I think Trent could have done a little bit better, because he has that quality. But it was a decent save.
You're not allowed to say that your players could do better unless it's Adrian. That's against the Liverpool fan code.
I'm just saying because he has that quality. He can get into the top bins.
I'm being facetious, bruv.
All right.
In corner. Oh, this game's going to be excellent. Do you know what, though? Two nice early goals, though, 25 minutes in, is what this game needed, I think.
Yeah.
Because you can already see quite a bit of space for both sides attacking. This doesn't look like it's going to be the boring chess game we normally see.
Yeah. Because quite a lot of the last couple of games against Everton, it's been... What was it? It was a bit... both sides showing a little bit of respect. Too much respect.
I think it was also the first game back after lockdown, and it was really poor.
Yeah.
But then quite a few of the opening games were, as teams found their feet again.
I was saying this, right? If Liverpool signed Erling Haaland, would that be a good signing, and would that make a United fan nervous?
Anyone that Liverpool signs that's good makes me nervous. Yes. Oh, James Rodriguez, that's an awful touch. Liverpool had 6 attempts on goal in this game already. Now here goes Mane. Plays it. Oh, his pass wasn't good enough there.
Bad ball.
Interestingly, the two players that I've been really excited to see today, Thiago and James Rodriguez, both have been pretty much on the peripheral so far.
Because it's not that type of game.
True.
Because it's a little bit more energy motivated rather than like a chess game where you have to make your creative players do all the work.
Yeah, it's been interesting so far. Make sure you're hitting that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Really important to the Football Terrace. And as soon as this game finishes, stay on the Football Terrace. We're going to be going live with a post-game reaction show. Very excited about that today. Very excited indeed.
Yeah, what a lineup. What an incredible lineup. You got a lot of work to do today.
Man, I'll be working from a 12-hour day, man. But I love it because it's football, isn't it? So.
But at least you're going to get some super chats from Zayn, aren't you? That's the main thing.
I'd hope so.
On that Arsenal stream.
I'd hope so.
So you have to hope that Arsenal win so we can get gas and just send so many super chats.
Works both ways with him, to be honest.
That's...
Oh, is that by Alan?
Yeah, Alan. It's a good opportunity for Trent to whip in across. And Matip isn't like short. He's very, very tall. He can obviously do something about it. So.
Yeah, these are opportunities. It's interesting though. I don't even look at you as being anywhere near as dangerous without Van Dijk though now.
Yeah, it's almost as like we're mortal now.
Yeah, it's your cup moment, and I always I love referencing Rocky. It's the cup moment.
Yeah.
Of Drago. Oh shit, we're human. We can do that, and I think losing Van Dijk and having Adrian in goal, the combination of the two things is awful. But also that break, the break for the injury, like I said, it played a big part psychologically because you had them a goal down, and they looked like they were going to try and come out and attack. You could have picked them off. The injury happens.
Yeah.
It gives Everton 5-6 minutes to regroup themselves and go, okay, let's get ourselves together. Let's settle down. Let's get ourselves back into the mindset like it's still 0-0 and let's slowly play. And they did that. Nima here with a super chat says, Terry, what's your thoughts on PED use in football? I suspect the majority of players are on PEDs because the drugs testing is bad from what I read. I haven't read enough about it to have an educated opinion on it, if I'm being honest. I think that I think athletes will take whatever they can that isn't against rules. So if there's a tablet or a drink or a juice that could be taken, and when I say juice, I mean something you can inject that isn't against the rules, I think footballers would take it like most sports people would. I know that in like martial arts and in a lot of fighting sports, barring boxing, a few years back, the rules were a lot less relaxed in MMA, for instance, and in kickboxing than they were in, say, boxing. And a lot of fighters used to take a lot of stuff in that was illegal in other sports. But then that's good defending there. Well done by Coleman. So yeah, but my view is very much this. I'm against them if only some people are using them and others are not. I'm a bit like, if everybody was using them, then it's a level playing field, isn't it? Human beings should they be allowed to take whatever they want? I don't know. It's a conundrum for me morally. But if one team's taking them and another team isn't because they're trying to stick to the rules, that's where it becomes unfair. There's always been rumours though, like mooted rumours, I suppose, that like Pep's and Klopp's boys have been taking them for years. But I don't know. That's just rival chat, innit? But yeah, for me, I need to read about it to have an educated understanding of what's actually going on right now.
I mean, Terry, because you've represented at a high level in a competitive sport, if supplements that are like to do with energy or stamina regain or something like that, rather than like strength enhancers, would it be good in your eyes, or should it be
it depends if it's
legalized?
The problem with legalizing it is understanding to the full extent what it does in the long term. So the problem is with a lot of performance enhancing drugs is that we don't know what it's going to do to your heart, your kidneys, your liver, your muscles, your body, your brain in 10, 20 years time. So it's okay to say, well, just legalize it and let everybody use it. Then it's so if we knew that it had no long-term ramifications health wise, then it would make more sense to make it legal and let everybody take it, because you create a level playing field rather than some people sneakily taking it and others not. But there is an element of I don't like the idea of it being it's hard to say. I'm trying to articulate this in the right way, right? I almost want it to be like, if it's getting your nutrients levels right and taking extra protein, taking extra minerals, taking extra vitamins, I get it. But if you're taking like a drug that has been synthetically made, there's no natural form of it, does that make sense? Then I'm not really for it. But I'm not educated enough on the subject to really know. It's a difficult one for me. What obviously can't happen is one team taking it and another team not. Chance here for Liverpool. If one team's taking it and another one's not, then it just becomes a farce. So yeah, it's a difficult one. Would it have helped me? Yeah. I mean, I've taken protein shakes, energy drinks, recovery drinks. You know, I've taken, in my sport, I used to take like these fat burner pills that used to help you burn fat a lot easier. They weren't against their rules. They're not illegal. The ones I got were from Holland and Barrett, bruv, but they're not allowed in. And this is where people have got to understand, not everything that would be considered against the rules in football or in athletics is an illegal substance. So that's the problem with it. I'm not educated enough to totally understand it. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Imagine tomorrow paying 15 quid to watch Sheffield United Fulham. Rah. Well, Sheffield United and Fulham fans might do it. That's what the reason they're doing it, but there we go. There we go. Do me a big favour, everyone. Smash that like button. Hit the share button as well. Another super chat here says, as a United fan, watching these FBs makes me want to cry. Fullbacks makes you want to cry. Bro, we've got Tellus now. Relax. Alex Tellus is at Man United. It's all good, bro. It's all good, bro. 12 minutes or so to go in this first half, plus injury time. Mane here. Finds Thiago. Thiago shoots. Ooh, I thought it was in.
That was close. That was close.
I thought that was in. I thought that was going to...
imagine that. First goal against Everton and a goal like that. Wow.
What a way to announce yourself as a hero. As a hero.
Yeah.
Oh, so close. Liverpool,
yeah, I do agree that quite a lot of Liverpool fans will start to appreciate what Paul Scholes did for United. I think once Thiago gets into the groove of things.
Well, what you see is that it's not always spectacular. It's just keeping you ticking over.
Just keep that tempo up for your team, and it's hard to find those kind of players. But yeah.
And Thiago's got the ability to make a hard pass look really simple as well. Oh, it's lovely football. Mane's in again. Mane! Oh, he goes wide.
He should have scored. He should have scored that.
Should have scored. The same goal again, worked in exactly the same way.
Yeah.
Oh, that should have been a goal.
Tell you what, if that was Salah, I think that would have gone in. I think what is the whole down to the whole Salah and Mane thing, because what Salah has is that he's cold. He has ice running through his veins. I think with Mane, because of his like abilities and how he's so nimble and so unpredictable, it's just hard. Like both players have qualities that you want to have.
I'll say last 10 minutes or so though, Liverpool have been back dominating possession. That's another foul there. Alan's going to get himself booked in a minute. I suppose that'll frustrate Everton a bit as well, because they were a goal down and they came on strong and they broke Liverpool down. And then since the goal, Liverpool just come back into the game. They had 2 or 3 good opportunities to score. And living dangerously. The free kick nearly went in. The shot from Thiago. The opportunity there for Mane. Like they're living a charmed life right now, Everton. Charmed life indeed. Take it quickly. It's lovely by Thiago. Oh, unlucky.
Bad touch. That's a bad touch by Salah.
What a pass by Thiago. I swear that was Thiago who dinked it.
Yeah, that was Thiago. I don't know whether it was that was for Mane or was for Salah, but
yeah, put it into the right area. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Good defending, to be fair, by Yeremina. Just kept himself. That's how you defend. You don't always need to make a challenge. You just got to be a thorn in the side, really. But they can't get out. They can't get out of the minute, Everton, at all. There's just nowhere for them to go. And Liverpool just settled nicely after conceding, which will be a good sign for Liverpool. But opportunity for a counter attack here from Everton. Rodriguez, reverse ball. He's fouled.
Oh, why, Fabinho? Why?
How much Rodriguez asking for a card there?
I swear that's an offence, though. I swear people are meant to get yellows.
It should be a yellow card. He pulled his shirt back. They should. We had a big thing about 10 years ago in the Premier League where if anyone did it, they got booked. It was flavour of the month for a year or two to like book people that did it, and now no one cares again. It's just no. Do you get what I mean? Because what was happening?
First thing I remember is Mascherano.
Well, Mascherano kind of did it. I remember Anderson at Man United did it a lot, and that's why people pushed on it, because it was Man United and Liverpool players. As soon as every club started doing it, fans suddenly shut up because, it's a nice early ball. Mina back across.
Beautiful Thiago.
Oh, that was close. I think you're in front of me again.
Am I?
What you on second minutes-wise?
I'm on 36.50.
Oh, no, you're just behind me then. Sorry. Thiago did something nice after you said it. He cleared it, so there's a good passing thing. So I was like, okay. No, it's perfect.
I'm trying to pause it and stop again. It's like, I don't know whether my phone is just going to readjust itself, but having a look at that challenge again, and that's a scissor action. That is a scissor action. That is a dangerous.
You can see the way his leg bends here. Yeah, that's ligament, mate. That's anyone who's ever done a ligament before knows that movement. The way his leg's bending in and then just been pushed out.
Buckles.
Do you know the Liverpool fans already don't like Pickford? They're going to despise him if he's out for like 6 months. Pickford can't go out in Liverpool, bruv.
Yeah, we're gonna push the agenda that screw it. Henderson's gonna start. I don't care if he's a United player. He's starting. I don't care. Oh no. Oh.
Nice. Mane in. Finds Salah. It's lovely.
No, that's the wrong. That's the wrong thing.
But the play
I think Thiago should have turned and shot.
Yeah, but the play there was excellent. I say it's the right thing to do. Thiago isn't a goal scorer. Thiago isn't going to do that. Thiago is going to play other people in. I think Mo Salah should have gone for that with his left peg. He should have laced it.
He normally does that.
I know. If he'd have laced that towards one of the bottom corners, that could have gone in. But he opened his body up and went on his right foot.
But now Thiago's starting to get into the game and is only worrying for Everton because now they're going to try and kick him about, which is not good for us, but he's obviously going to be a threat.
Everton need to find themselves. They haven't done anything of any note. about to say that was poor from Hendo, but I didn't see Salah just off picture. Like, Everton have been really poor this last 15 minutes or so since scoring. They've got to step up. They've got to do something different.
And I don't think it's a wise thing to let us play it around, especially, like I said, especially with someone like Thiago, because he's been putting those balls in.
Yeah, Thiago in the last 5-6 minutes has got into this game nicely, and that's just, without sounding horrible, it's stupid. Like, why? Yeah. Imagine allowing Thiago to play like that against you. Crazy.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Oh no, it's buffering.
What's been really good by Liverpool? Oh, hang on. Rodriguez got the ball in a nice area. Decore. Calvert-Lewin. Oh! And that's the mad thing about football, bruv. You can go from a second where it's like you look like you're on top, and then a few passes. That was poor there by Thiago. Bullied by Decore. Decore shoots. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, my God. It nearly was like three... Like... A bad shot that turned into a cross, a messed up shot. Oh, Gomez is in. Oh, that's good defending there. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. That was good defending there by Matip, though. You see what happened there? Like, Decore shot and he shanked it. Calvert-Lewin shot and he shanked it, but it nearly fell to Richarlison. Can you imagine that? You end up getting like a second assist and an assist for like shanking a shot.
Yeah.
that would be the definition of stat padding.
Mm-hmm.
This game's dangerous for Liverpool if they don't score next.
They need to take one of these chances.
Yeah. So I think it's important for Liverpool to remember you lost Van Dijk, but you're not down to 10 men.
Oh.
Oh, Firmino's in here. Oh, great defending. No. What happened there? Why's Henderson?
And Henderson's got a whack to the face as well.
Come on, get up. Get up. Get up.
He's not a soft boy, you know. When he gets whacked, he gets whacked.
Get up. Oh, actually,
it's a shoulder. It's a shoulder.
Is it shoulder or is it heads?
I think it's shoulder.
Oh, yeah. But still, actually, no, get up. I thought it was head clash. Get up from that. That's nothing both. Get up. Oh, it's not a corner. I thought it was a corner. Ladies and gentlemen, please hit that like button for us. You want to fly past the 1,000 like mark. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Why does Terry have a timer? Why? Because when we don't have one, you moan.
You get one, they moan. You don't have one, they moan.
Absolutely. Nice Mo Salah.
You can't appease everyone, innit?
Yeremina into the back of his own. That is just something. That there, like that little split moment there with Yeremina clearing the ball into Keane's back and then kicking it, and then the bad touch there from Gomez is some of the worst football I've seen at Premier League level in years. You've got to play this ball, Gomez. It's poor. It's well read there by Matip. It's lovely Liverpool. That's lovely football, Liverpool. Oh, Fabinho tries to switch it. It doesn't come off. James Rodriguez now in possession, who's been non-existent in this game.
Yeah.
He's lucky there. He gets away with that one. He got caught short.
Just on the top of United, I was gonna say before the start of the season that I thought Bruno Fernandes will have like not a second season syndrome, but like a second season where the quality is not at the level that you saw in the first season, like what Luis Suarez had when he was at Liverpool.
That's lovely.
Like, would you agree or would you not?
Hang on a sec. Richarlison shoots. Oh, that's awful. I don't know. I think it's hard to judge because the team's been so poor. Everybody's been poor. And I don't know whether that's because of him or not. The great thing for him is he's still scored and contributed. I think he's still got like 4 or 5 goal contributions this season. So from an outputs point of view, it's still there. But the team's been so bad. We haven't created openings. We haven't created opportunities. We haven't been good at all. And it's difficult. And like I said, even if he reduced by 10, 15, 20% his outputs and performance levels at the same time, you're still getting a guy that's going to be winning you games and contributing massively in 85% of matches, which is astronomically good. So it's a tough one, really. Did he have a flash when he came in? Of course he did. But he's a top player. And he'll come good again. And I think the writing's on the wall, in my opinion, for Ollie. And I think as and when a better manager comes in, you'll see even more from Bruno Fernandes than you see right now. But yeah, he'll do all right. It'll be fine, I think. Go on, Mane. What are you going to do?
Oh, that's cynical.
It's going to be a yellow card for James.
That's a yellow. The guy that was crying for yellows for the last 45 minutes gets the yellow. That's funny.
The irony.
Yeah, the irony.
Do you know what? I can see why he went for the ball. He just missed it. It's one of them. That's almost one of them high risk, high reward tackles. He wins it. It's a great tackle. He doesn't though. That's another. Yeah. See, from here, would you like to see Trent shoot?
No, because I think that defenders are going to be surrounding the box in it, so it has to be a ball in.
So I quite like those shot come crosses from these. So you get your players to attack the far post. You might get a deflection, tap in, but yeah. Also, they don't happen as much anymore. You used to get a lot of those free kicks that would come in, and if no one touched it, they'd go in. That's what I'd like to see.
It was Juninho that used to do that.
Oh, it's well cleared by Iramina. Whoa, what a shot by Thiago!
That was a shot.
Chance for a counter-attack here. They've got no one with any... Oh, that's really good defending by Henderson there. He cut out that pass. Oh, Decore's strength is amazing. Now what can he do, though? It's nice football. It's well defended there by Liverpool. But Decore's strength there...
Who got the assist for... what's his name? Michael Keane?
Whoever took the corner, I'm going to say it was James Rodriguez who crossed it in. Yeah, he did. Yeah, we're looking at the stats now up on the screen in front of us. So, yeah, that's who got the assist. As we go into 4 minutes of time added on, people, we'll go through some statistical breakdown at half time. Make sure you're hitting those like buttons and those share buttons, please. Get your super chats in as well. And we are live at full time on the Football Terrace. We've got a full length watch along for Man City Arsenal, with a match review and then a match review for the Man United game.
Funny to watch you go.
Really poor throw into the box there. Gomez crosses. Oh, and he went in! Well, I did well to get there. That was almost, I said about those crosses that sometimes flew their way in. That was nearly a complete... There used to be a video that my dad used to get buy us every year for Christmas when we were younger, called Own Goals and Gaffs. You see, so that's the problem. The internet stops videos like that being funny now because you see it all ahead of time. It used to be so good to get though. You'd see it from leagues. The amount of times you see goals like that go in, it was mad. Corner here to Everton in the dying moments of the first half. James Rodriguez whips the ball in. It's a good cross again. Oh, that's well cleared. How about a foul given actually?
Someone's fouled. It was offside.
I wasn't even looking there.
Gone out of play. Oh, it's gone out of play, I think.
Oh, okay. But this is what's interesting. James Rodriguez at the minute is one of the flavours of the month in the Premier League. Everyone loves him. People will say, oh, look, another assist. They won't say, oh, but it's only a corner. When Bruno Fernandes gets an assist from the corner, or Alex Telles gets an assist from a corner, it's diminished. It's
because he plays for Everton. So not many people will care.
But they do it. It's like with people look at Gerrard's goals and compare them to Scholes, and then, well, can we discount the free kicks and penalties like you tried to do with Rashford? No. It's like people chop and change what they want to count as real goals, real assists. That's lovely by James Rodriguez. Oh, Gomez, that was poor. On the inside. And didn't play it. Do you know what? You've had 13 shots on goal in this first half, Muv, right?
Quite a lot of it is blocked or Pickford saved it.
Well defended there by Richarlison. Yeah, I mean, you've also created 10 chances in this game as well. 3 from Robinson, 1 from Thiago, 1 from Mane, 2 from Mane, 2 from Firmino. Like, creativity-wise, has been good. But you've had a lot of pop shots as well. We'll take a look at the shots in a minute and where they happen. 30 seconds left to go in this first half. Ball dinked in by Henderson. That's going to be...
Thiago.
What's he doing? Kept it in play. They're asleep. Oh, that's a poor cross in the end.
Yeah.
It's a poor cross, and that's going to...
That looks like it's going to be the end of it.
Half-time blown there.
Yeah.
What a decent first half, though. Let's take a little look here at the chalkboard. I just want to look at those shots, actually. So we look at the shots from Liverpool. We'll take away Everton's for a minute. Lots of them in the box, though. If you actually look at your shots, mate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 inside the box. 8 of them inside the box, as you can see, which is encouraging. And 10 of your shots have come from open play as well.
Yeah.
So you're playing very good football today. The issue you just have for me is that defensive line. And even though you had a nice 10-minute period after conceding, 20-minute period maybe after conceding, where you were the dominant team, every single time they play balls behind your back line, because it's so high, their attacking players are running onto it.
Who do we have to bring on, Terry? If you don't mind me asking.
Let's have a little look here. So you've still got, obviously, you've got Minamino that can come on. You have Wijnaldum, you have Jota, you have James Milner, you have Jones.
I don't know. I won't mind bringing on Wijnaldum because quite a lot of the stuff is happening within the box. So maybe that extra man in the box will help. And especially with him, he likes to drift into the box sometimes. So. And Minamino might be good. Like that interplay would be decent. So we've got options, but...
Yeah, there certainly is options there. I just think that attacking-wise, there's no real problem. If you have that many opportunities again in the second half, you can win this game. The problem is they are finding it when they play the right pass. They're cutting through your back line fairly easily. And that would be, for me, a concern as a Liverpool fan, that you have all that dominance and then it's one or two passes. You know, Alum or Decore, someone just plays a ball behind the fullback or in between the half space between the fullback and the defender, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin or Richarlison are getting onto the ball. And that's where all their opportunities seem to have cut. You watch it, they showed the chance, the save from Adrian that led to the corner that led to the goal. It was so easy to play through Liverpool, and that's got to be a concern and a problem, because as good as you are going forward, you're still able to be exposed at the back. So that's where I would be concerned as a Liverpool player going into the second half.
Terry, just I know it's off topic, but I just got a notification that Rangers are beating Celtic 1-0 in the Old Firm derby.
Who scored?
So just want to let you know, like other stuff in football.
Yeah, great.
Stevie's doing a good job there so far, and especially this. I was going to say this season, if this is the season where Steven Gerrard has to prove that he has the capabilities of being a good manager, and after what's happened with Alfredo Morelos and the whole he wanted to leave Rangers, I think what he did was very good. What he did, he's handled the situation well, and yeah, Rangers are top of the league, so it looks good for Steven Gerrard so far.
No, I hear that. How confident are you going into the second half?
I'm confident I will make chances. I think our defense needs to step up a little bit. I think Matip has been very good so far. I think he has had a couple of one-on-one situations which he's dealt with well. But yeah, it's mainly down to us taking our chance. If we take our chances, I think we'll be fine. But it's an if we take our chances.
As you say, we look at here at the statistics, 13 shots to 6. You know, that shows you've been dominant from an attacking point of view. Mansour Ahmed here says, Godfather Ancelotti ordered Pickford to take out Virgil van Dijk. I mean, are you disappointed and angry that foul by Pickford wasn't looked at, or you know he wasn't punished for it? You know, I know he was offside, so it can't be a penalty.
Yeah.
Surely you should still be allowed to be done for reckless play. Like he's almost broke the geezer's leg. Yeah.
That's not the only reason why I hate Pickford for a lot of reasons. I think his attitude, the way he talks about himself, and the pressure that he puts upon himself, I just don't like him for that. But yeah, of course, like what he did was disgusting. A scissor challenge. I really don't like scissor challenges. I think they should be given a red card for that. But I can't say he deserves a red card because at the end of the day, it's offside. If it was offside, that's the end of play. Anything after that is just a collision in the eyes of the rules, and we have to stick by it. So it's disappointing, but we have to move on from it.
You got O'Shea in the group chat here that's saying that you're offside by fingertips, and it's like it's not. It's the shirt line on the arm now. This is it's a shirt. Like they did it so that less players were getting done for like controlling the ball here, and instead of basically the shirt line is and below is where the arm starts. So if it's a shirt line and below, but the shirt line is in an offside position, you have to be offside because it's not about what you. This is where people like get really stupid with the laws. You can be offside with your armpit. You can't score with your armpit. It's not about scoring with your armpit. Is if the ball strikes that area of your body, it's not a foul. So if you're in a box and you close someone down and he clears it and your arms are out and it hits you in your armpit, it's not handball. And if it ricochets off your armpit or the top of your arm and goes to a teammate and you score, it's a goal. So if that part of the body can play the ball, but it's in an offside position, then you're offside. It's not. I don't even get why it's a debate. For me, though, I don't know the law well enough to say, well, if there might be no rule that means it might mean that because the infringement was offside, it isn't a foul because officially the thing was out of play. But it's still reckless and dangerous, and I don't know why you're allowed to endanger an opponent outside of like if the ball was out of play for a goal kick and I did that challenge on someone, you'd be done for it. I suppose if you're not challenging for the ball, it would be violent conduct. But for me, I felt that was very harsh against Liverpool to not have that, to not get Pickford at the very least booked, if that makes sense. I think not booking him has insult to injury. Excuse the pun.
Mm-hmm. I think that's one of the grey areas of the rules because we haven't really discussed about it. They haven't really discussed anything about aftermaths of certain situations. So this is a perfect example of it.
They're just showing that the goal there in BT Sport, the amount of space that Everton that Everton allowed Liverpool in the lead up to it. Far too many players in midfield, defence, and then up front with 7-8 yards of space available and free all around them. It's interesting, but I just want to watch they're going to watching the replay. I want to go through it with the audience here in terms of that goal. I hope they show the build up, what led to the corner for the equaliser. I think it's important if people are watching this on BT Sport right now to focus on this. They're actually going to be discussing what happened with the referee. I can't listen to it because, of course, I'll get myself copyright excluded because I'm watching through the system. But yeah, it's a difficult one. If you are tuning in, smash that like button, please, ladies and gentlemen. Really important to the Football Terrace that we get that done. It truly, truly is. So a massive thank you to everyone that's tuned in today and supported us. So yeah, they're going through this now. And I know people are going to say he's offside by his shirt line. But it's still dangerous. I can't understand. I can't understand.
I'm on the group chat and Prime is just... The guy can be a very annoying. He's so like you wanna like grab him, because he says you don't know that for fact. Vieira could have, but they didn't. You may think he should have been sent off, but he wasn't. That's
I think what Prime's saying in terms of Liverpool's a team on the pitch. They need to get over it and not worry about it and dwell on it. But yeah, for me, it's a red card tackle all day long.
It's dangerous.
Yeah. I'd send him off myself for it. If I was in charge, I don't even care if it's against the rules. I'd send him off. I don't even care if I'm acting out assault. I'd send him off. I think what he's done is disgusting. I think it's dangerous. I think he's endangered an opponent. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible.
That's Pickford basically. He's reckless. He's like rash. I originally thought it was him playing the dark arts of the game, but no, it's just Pickford being really bad.
Yeah, he's just awful. It's just terrible. It's just terrible play.
There aren't really much players that actually use the dark arts of the game today, are there?
No.
I mean, the only one I can think of is Sergio Ramos, but he's getting on. So after that, no one else really plays the dark arts of the game, which is a shame, but it's good.
Yeah.
Because everyone, the fans like that little bit of shithousery.
Me though, that's a stone waller. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Stone waller. It really, really is. What do you all think in the comments section about that? Do you think Pickford should have been... I'm not sure what was said there by the commentators and the referee. Super chat here from Josh says Australian... Australian represent Timmy Cahill talking tactics and doing punditry. Love that bloke. Yeah, I like Cahill as a football player. I thought he was excellent. I really, really did. But viewers, what did you make of that tackle by Pickford? Do you think it was fair? Do you think it should have been booked? I mean, I don't know what was said by the ref. So the law on it may state that because it was offside, it's deemed inadmissible. I'm not sure how it works. But for me, hang on, this is what someone said. The referee on BT said that he could have still gotten a red card because the player is still responsible for their actions after play stopped. There we go. I thought that would be the case. It seems weird that you can't be sent off when the ball's out of play. But yeah, there we go. He's very lucky. He's very lucky for me. It's a red card as far as I'm concerned. It's a red card every day of the week. Red card.
I'm looking at the image again, and right now, if someone put their if say Virgil van Dijk's leg was right in front of his foot, that was easy a broken leg. If someone did that, just imagine someone, because the best thing about Pickford, lucky thing for Pickford, is that he didn't get him properly, but he still got him.
Yeah.
If that was if he was directly in front of it and someone was doing that challenge, that's an easy broken leg. That's
it's a stone. It's an absolute stonewaller. It's an absolute
disgusting challenge
as far as I'm concerned. One of the worst tackles I've seen in a long time, and yeah, he should be getting himself. And I'm a Man United fan. I've got no love lost when it comes to Liverpool, but for me, that's an absolute shocker. Absolute shocker. Get your super chats in, people. Hit that like button as well, please. We want to go past that 1,000. There's 1,300 people watching. If you all hit the like, I want to see an experiment. I want to see how far we got up the rankings and how many new viewers join in right now. If literally 1,000 people right now hit the like button, I just want to see how quickly the channel grows. Do that for us, please. Really, really important. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And make sure you subscribe to the channel as well.
Dave thinks it isn't a red.
Well, tell him to call the damn show. What are they doing? Chatting in that group chat. Or maybe wait till afterwards. We'll see what happens there. Nearly 100 new subscribers today as well, people, which is absolutely phenomenal. So a massive thank you to all of you that have tuned in and made that possible. Nearly 100 new subscribers is amazing. But let's make sure we're smashing that like button as well, please. Patrick here says that tackle with the sick face emoji. And remember, if you are an official member of the Football Terrace, you can use our exclusive emojis. I'll share some of them now in the chat room. We've got the Liverpool badge. We'll share the ones that are relevant to this game. We've got the Liverpool badge. We've got a Jurgen Klopp badge. We've got a Mo Salah badge. We've got a Thiago badge. There are 4 Liverpool badges we have, amongst others. If you go into the description below, you can click join and become a member for as little as 99p per month. Prime's now called the show. We're going to get Prime on with us to have his say. Prime, what did you make of that tackle?
It was dangerous, and Pickford probably should have been sent off. However, he wasn't, and I don't. Yeah, well, he wasn't, and I don't like that. You're kind of using that as an excuse, Liverpool fans.
Excuse for what?
I'm not using it as an excuse. I'm mad for the fact that he did an incredibly dangerous challenge and got one of our best players injured and could have seriously injured him. Yeah. And it looks serious because Terry says it's a ligament damage, and you know how bad they are.
Mm-hmm. I know, and I'm not against that. If that happened to one of my players, I'd be mad at that challenge as well. However, that doesn't excuse how Liverpool have been defensively. Does it?
It doesn't, but what's your point?
That is my point, because there are Liverpool fans who are using that saying, "Oh, we should have been sent off," and they're talking about that, whereas as opposed to talking about the game and how they've been playing.
You two keep chatting. I need a toilet break, so you guys keep going, please.
Look, obviously defensively I wouldn't say we've been great. I wouldn't say we've been bad. I think we've been meh. I think we've been alright, not great.
I think you've been performing defensively as you have been since the season started and since the end of
no. Defensively, the season started, we were defensively very, very shaky. But I think right now, we've been mediocre, which still isn't great, but it's.
What's the difference between shaky and mediocre?
Shaky's bad. Mediocre's meh.
Okay, fair enough then.
Yeah, so it is what it is. But
Yeah, I think second half's about to start soon enough. I think second half. I think that'll be interesting. Who do you guys seem to have on the bench?
Minamino, Jota, Milner, Jones, Kelleher, and I'm missing someone else.
Oh yeah, Ben Godfrey came on as well. Interesting.
I'm missing someone else.
Wijnaldum?
Wijnaldum, there we go. Jota, Wijnaldum, Milner, Jones, Minamino, and Kelleher.
Yeah, so you'd like to think maybe Jota or Minamino will come on, and
I think for me, I think Minamino must come on because I think him within those tight spaces, I think he'll be good. But that's my opinion. I'm not the manager. Only the manager can do that. Do that stuff. So yeah,
it's very true. Yeah, that's been good end-to-end game, which is
I think
I wanted.
Our best player today is either Thiago and Henderson. I think those two have been great.
I don't think Thiago's done much.
Nah, when he got that in that period of play, he was the most potent out of everyone else.
Okay, cool. In a short period of play, though, not over the course of the first half, though.
Nah, but still, he's better than what everyone else did, other than that goal. I think if Sadio scored that chance at the edge of the box, I would definitely say he's been our best player, but
I think
he didn't.
Over the course of the half, Liverpool players Liverpool have been quite, as opposed to what we've seen them play and how they're supposed to be. You guys have just been decent.
Hello, people. Thank you very much for taking over while I went and had a little comfort break. Super chat here from Red, who says, wish there was a way to send you an image to show how much I enjoy your show. Show that you have a dedicated TV in my man cave. Thanks a lot for the show. Like I said before, it helps me a lot in a lot of ways. Listen, Red United, I appreciate that we have a dedicated, the Football Terrace TV in your man cave. That is humbling, my bro. That really, really is. Is the second half just begun?
Yeah.
Oh, the second half has begun. There we go. Cool. I thought they were showing replay still. Here we go. Second half has begun. Let's go back to this screen here. There we go. 1-1 in this match. Make sure you're hitting that like and that share button, please, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued about this second half.
So, wait, someone said it was a red card. However, Van Dijk was offside first, and that counts first.
No, but
is that true?
Didn't the referee in the studio say that anything that happens beyond that can still be reprehensible?
Yeah, I think the referee said, I didn't hear what was said, but I've seen 3 or 4 comments saying that the referee says that in terms of the law, you can still be sent. It's still reckless. You're still responsible for your actions out, even if play's been stopped. And it's an excessively dangerous tackle. I mean, he has. We'll see. We'll wait to see the extent of the injury. However, for me, this could end up being a 2, 3, 4 month injury, and it's a contact injury, which means by definition it's reckless because you've actually hurt someone. Like, you can't get away from that. Like, like a lot of people call Paul Scholes a bad tackler, dangerous tackler, and everything. He always says this, Paul Scholes, straight. He was like, yeah, never once, ever have I injured a player. No player's ever gone off injured with one of my tackles. So he wasn't that bad, was he? Like, he wasn't a bone cruncher in terms of what he did. But anyway, it's past us now. Liverpool still have the opportunity to win this game. No excuses, they lose. That's only what the weak do. You never know, Liverpool fans. Pickford might end up making the mistake that wins you the game, and then it might be a good thing that he was on. Remember that. Here we go, though. Second half. Where's your head at, Ram? You still confident you're going to win this game? Ram, are you still confident you're going to win this game? Oh, that's lovely, by Thiago. Lovely turn. A lot of space as well. Oh, awful pass.
I think if we continue keep making those opportunities, I think we will get a goal. is whether down to Everton actually being attackingly potable,
potent. I never heard the word.
Sorry,
It's a lovely cross there. Good
So
cross. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, he should have scored. Oh, how did
that should have
Calvert-Lewin
been a
miss?
goal.
Oh, how did he not? How has he not buried that with the form that
Yeah.
he's been in? That's not a foul on Thiago. That is, I can't believe referee was going to give that. He's let him play on. Oh, that should have been it. That should have been it. Digne should have had his assist. Is it Digne?
Digne, yeah.
Digne. Sorry, I'm going to keep getting that wrong. Once I get a name wrong once.
It's because Laporta is called Laporta, not Laporte. So it has to be the same for Digne. But
I don't know.
Is it not Digne? Because Digne.
no, because Digne would be with an R, like Savanier or.
Is he Spanish?
Terrier.
Is he Spanish?
No, but
No, he's
Laporte
French.
Okay, then we just need
Yeah,
a French.
but Laporte is actually
Then
Spanish,
let's stop debating it. Let's get a French person to tell us. Like,
Yeah.
having said that, he actually missed the ball, but then that should have been a penalty because he had his ankle clips. Calvert-Lewin could have gone down there. You know, that been kicked. He didn't. I remember when Patrice Evra told us all that we were saying Dimitri Payet's name wrong. He was telling us, and then he said, "No, this is how you say it in French." And then Payet himself come out and was like, "No, Evra's wrong. My name is said this way." So it's hard to know sometimes because I'm sure, like the way someone from Liverpool says my name is very different from how someone from East London says my name. I'm sure that's the same thing in France. You get these different dialects, as an example. But Calvert-Lewin, my son, top goal scorer in Europe, but you have just missed one of the most simplistic chances that you will see this weekend. And he didn't just miss the opportunity. He missed the ball, bruv. He nearly gave Adrian a cold with the air shot, bruv. Woo.
I can see Twitter saying Lewandowski would have scored that goal.
Bruv, Rashford would have scored that goal. But you know what's interesting? He's everyone loves Calvert-Lewin at the minute, so there won't be a big focus on it. Certain players don't get the same attention for missing big chances, missing big opportunities, no matter how good or bad they are. It's just how it is. But you'll find that if you actually watch closely over the course of the season, the best strikers in the world will miss things like that. You just don't ever get told about it because it's not the big focus. Oh, that's lovely there.
It's like all the good things that they do, it just masks over the bad. Like our transfers, basically. We've done so many good things that the Adrian one's just going to get overlooked.
It cost you the league, mate. I'm not letting you off the hook that much. They're coming forward with a little bit of potency here. Maybe they were listening to you. James Rodriguez getting into the game more. Liverpool's shape stand nice and strong. When your defensive line's back, you're okay. It's when you get caught on hop. Oh, that's so poor from Yerry Mina. Why is he trying to play that pass for? Counter-attack opportunity here for Liverpool. They've got the man over as well. The foul been given in the middle here.
Alan's been caught, I think. Robertson.
Hang on. This is an interesting one here.
What's going on?
Ooh. There's nothing like this is gonna be an interest. You know, like in these situations, like I can't wait to see the replay because right now.
I think it might be an act of petulance. I think.
Robertson could be in trouble. Oh, he kicked him! He's gotta go! He kicked him! Yeah, he kicked him! He's gotta go! Robertson's gotta go! He kicked him! Ref! He kicked him! He kicked him! He kicked him.
Be the whole he slipped.
He kicked him. He kicked him. I saw it. Right. That was like when Mark Goldberry's kicked DT, bruv. That is a red card, Robertson, every day of the week.
I want to have a look at it again. Sorry.
I'm just kicked him. He had no reason to put his leg in
it. Decore did push him though. Decore did push him. Decore did push him.
Hang on. If I pushed you, doesn't mean you're going to kick Prime. Nah, he kicked him.
Nah, he got pushed.
Kicked him. Kicked him.
He got pushed.
Kicked him. Nah. He did actually. Now I've seen it from that angle. It's like the push made him put his leg out to catch himself. I'm just kicked him. Kicked him.
Yes. Obviously, you got to say he kicked him. You're a United fan. Do what you're meant to be doing.
Yeah, but I called for Pickford to get sent off. I'm being fair.
Exactly.
I'm saying he got pushed.
But if I push you, it doesn't make you kick the next man in front of you.
Well, if it's going to help me fall down gracefully, then maybe.
No, kicked him. You know, like I've seen Klopp's face. You can see Klopp's face. Klopp's like, But also, Robertson's down injured as well. So maybe, imagine he gets up, he's fine to play. There's the red card, bruv. Nah, he ain't going to get sent off, though, I don't think.
Nah.
But because I'm not listening to the commentary, I don't really know. But no, he's not going to be sent off.
Yet.
Kicked him.
Nothing's happened. I don't think he's going to send him off.
Kicked him.
Actually, they're saying that. Maybe. I don't know. I think he got pushed.
Hang on. Oh, no, they're letting him off the pitch, so he's not being sent off. No,
that's one thing I don't like about Robertson. I love his shithousery, but I don't want your petulance though. None of that, please. Thank you.
At some point, shithousery, you come a cropper for it. Especially when it's encouraged. When it's encouraged by your fans and celebrated, it will always push you to do more, and eventually you push that boundary. That wasn't it, though. In fairness, that's that kind of key to you got to see something from all angles. Because as soon as you saw it from the bird's eye view, almost, you saw him get pushed. From the normal view, it looked like he kicked out when he lost the ball. But no, on a real level, not a red card. As soon as I saw the other angle, I'm like, nah, he got pushed. But in real time, that looked like he lashed out, bruv.
Yeah, it did, but context needs to be.
Yes.
Ooh.
I love a bit of context. Context.
It's
not foul.
Oh.
I can see a red card.
Oh,
I can see a red card in this game, though.
Yeah.
You're bloody in front of me again.
Am I?
Yep. It's annoying. Go on.
Firmino
goals.
I think my phone always, when it buffers, it reverts itself back to the original thing, which is annoying.
Well, one back there by Everton. The one thing Everton still don't have in their counter-attack is any blistering pace. They're still a little bit... And that's where... Yeah, that's why Sheffield United have been found out a bit this year. There's no speed in their team. If you can stop their play... There isn't someone they can just find an outlet to. Even Richarlison, I wouldn't say for a professional footballer, is electrifyingly quick. Yeah. They didn't have any of that. With that break they're needed, you've got Mane and Salah running at you that are both very quick. It's dangerous. That's an easy ball over the top. It's gone out, though. That's it. But you see how easy... I know that ball went out, but do you see how easy it is just to knock a ball over the top of Liverpool when you're playing your higher line? I'm surprised Everton haven't done it more.
Yeah.
That weren't out,
Yeah, it was.
That didn't look out to me. Not the whole ball. Smash that like button, please, ladies and gentlemen. We're nearly at 1,000 likes, please. We'd love your help in achieving that today. Thank you.
Oh, Robert? I thought he was going to whip it in, and he does that.
Yeah, that was awful. Yeah, I'm about to say it looked like he standing foot kicked the ball first by accident.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm actually quite glad I'm not doing a Man United watch along today, though. I'm quite looking forward to finishing the City Arsenal review show, and then just being able to sit down and watch the Man United game without having to worry about being on camera.
Even he finds it funny, Robertson.
Yeah, you've got to in that. I remember Paul Scholes scored a goal like that in the Champions League. Ball got crossed in. He went to volley it with his right foot and missed it. The ball hit his standing left leg and went in. Well, that's a nice head there. Oh, he finds Calvert-Lewin. He goes backwards. That's nice. Bit of time here. Good cross. Here is James. Poor cross in the end.
Easy work. Come on.
James, that's a really good cross. Is it? Oh!
No.
Is that a save or the post? Oh, I don't know if that was a save or the post. What a cross that was by James Rodriguez to the back post. And I think it was Richarlison that met it. Oh, that was nearly 2-1 to Everton. That could have been an Adrian save. But the speed in which it went away from goal, it did look like a post. But you often don't always know to wait to see. But there's still play going on here. Calvert-Lewin trying a little back heel, doesn't work. Liverpool now pick up possession. They're going to come back into the attack. What a second half. 30 minutes to go in this game or so, plus a bit of injury time. Thiago here in the ball in the middle. Finds Mane, who's come in centrally. Ball switched out here to the left-hand side. Robertson in possession.
What watch-alongs are you doing tonight? I mean, today?
Just the City-Arsenal game. That's why I can't cover the
United
Chelsea game, and then I can't do a watch-along for the United game because everything overlaps too much.
Yeah.
So I have to make a conscious decision. It's a nice ball. That's not a foul there. Mo Salah, get up, you clown. Get up, you clown. Tart.
Jealous? Yeah, we have a proper right winger. You don't?
I'm not jealous. He's tight. You know, I say he's been the best attacking player in the Premier League for 3 years, but what he just did there was tartish, and he's got to get himself up, mate.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
That's why I praise people when they deserve praise. That way you can criticize them when they deserve criticism, and you're not a hypocrite.
That is true. That is true. That is true.
That's lovely there by Mo Salah into Jordan.
No.
Oh, that's unlucky there, but that's because the ball went. The final piece of the jigsaw there was Firmino goals, and you always know in that instance he's going to be tackled or it's going to be blocked. We still haven't seen whether that was a save or a post yet because they're not even going to show it, which is weird. It's been so long. It's been so long, so long. It's been so long. What a random replay to show us. I want to see whether that was a save by Adrian or whether they hit the post. People watching on TV probably know because they can hear it. Ball's whipped in. Matip! Oh, that's well cleared by Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Go on, Salah. Go on.
Go on, Salah?
Yeah,
no
he's got
Salah,
pace.
no Salah, no Salah. He's actually been poor today, Salah. He's not been in the game at all.
Yeah, he hasn't been.
But when you have a match winner, when you have a player of his ilk, it only takes a split second for him to be in the game and to win it for you. And that's why it's hard to take players. That's a lovely ball. But Henderson ruined it. Hopefully they're going to show the replay now because they've gone to... Yeah, they are.
I think they're going... Yeah, they are.
Let's see this here. So crossed in. Richarlison gets there. Post. Oh, I still couldn't actually tell. This angle will tell us. Hits it. Yeah, post. It bounced.
Yeah.
It did look like it bounced away too quickly for it to have been the leg. Ah, Thiago, that's beautiful. Ah, Thiago, it's lovely. Magic. It's horrible for me that he's Liverpool. Oh, lovely ball. Salah's in.
Ooh. Nah, I think we got it.
But Barney, I'm going to start calling Pickford Barney the Bear, I think. Josh here with the super chat says, finally, James Rodriguez living up to the talent that he showed us and why Real Madrid bought him. No, I agree with you. He looks excellent, mate. He's been excellent in the second half as well. It could end up being a very astute buy. I don't think that they bought him. I think they got him for free, didn't they?
Huh?
I think he was free. I don't even know if it was a buy.
It was a loan. It was a loan. 2-year loan.
Is it a 2-year loan?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it could be astute. Why did I think it was free?
Because he says normally you loan people for 1 year instead of 2. And it was a long 2 years as well. So.
Everton, they've been a lot better this second half. You know, like I was saying, if you looked at the first half, the way that you guys were Gomez is having a shocker with those balls over the top. He's got to go. Let's look at this statistically, actually. So they had 13 shots. You had 13 shots to their 6 in the first half. They've only had 2 themselves, but only 2 from yourselves. And we're like getting towards halfway through this second half. So it's a lot closer second half-wise. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
In the second half, look how much look at all the blue dots in the first half from you there versus this half. And you actually haven't had a shot. You had 2 shots very early on in the second half. And then since then, nothing. And they've hit the post. So I think there's definitely been a turnaround.
One thing for sure, Trent hasn't been in the game. I haven't seen Trent.
Well, Trent's been dead today. Trent's been absolutely non-existent. I don't even know. He hasn't created a chance. Let's go and have a little look here at his crossing attempts. Let's go to the chalkboard here. I don't know if cross is actually on here. If you see it, and it'll probably be under passes. Pass time.
Yeah.
No.
Crosses.
So has he even attempted any crosses today? I can't even see his name. Let me take out everybody and then just put Trent in. Yeah, he has. He has.
He has.
So he's attempted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 crosses today. None of them have obviously found anybody. I don't know the success rate of them, but it doesn't look great because he hasn't created a chance. We can't have found anybody's head that led to an opportunity. And Trent's like long throw into the box. That's another poor. Rodrigo. That's a poor shot by Rodriguez there. Poor shot by Rodriguez there. We look at the pass. So let's go back to this and look at the pass completion. You look at passing accuracy. Total passes.
Go on.
So 83% passing accuracy as well today, which is poor by someone of his standards. You compare it to Robertson, at that 90% mark where you want to be. They've got another opportunity here. Oh, it's well worked.
Got to be offside.
Offside. It's gone offside.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter anymore.
Who would be man of the match? Because honestly, everyone's been a bit dead.
Right now, honestly, I wouldn't give it. Right now, I can't decide. I would say I've been impressed with Rodriguez. I've been impressed with Robertson. I've been impressed with Thiago. Those three players have impressed me today. I think Doucouré's done well. You could look at Michael Keane because he got him back in the game.
Yeah.
But it's all been much of a muchness. Does that make sense? Let's see what this next sort of 20 minutes has for us. If anybody can come up with a winner. Because right now, you've got a lot of players, 6.5, 7 out of 10s. What I'm waiting to see, because there hasn't been a single... I want to see somebody now stand up and make the real difference for their side. Whether that be... Mane.
What is that?
It's a yellow card they're giving him.
It's going to be a yellow card. Thiago is trying so hard to just say there's not a yellow, but it's got to be yellow. Yeah.
I think what they're saying is they both had their boots up. You might both.
To be honest, if Mane made a loud scream and fell down to the ground, it would have been a foul to us. Because I think both of them were just as bad.
Both had their boots up, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the one... I remember there was a tackle, Man United versus Liverpool, and you had both John Joe and
Johnny Evans.
They both lunged for a tackle. Because Johnny Evans got hurt, the foul was given to... It just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
And that's why people... I know people won't like it because you're trying to influence the referee, but... The only way to get their attention is to do those kind of things.
Look at Lamela. If Lamela hadn't have gone down holding his face, Martial wouldn't have been sent off. And equally, if Martial would have gone down holding his face, it would have gone the other way. Sometimes you just got to be smart and try and manipulate. That's good play. There's no point trying to always be, trying to be the bigger person always. Just, that's nice by Mo Salah.
He's too. I think he's just a little bit too narrow. I think he needs to go out wide a little bit, maybe on the edge of the box might be a little bit suited to him because right now he's not having a lot of joy within that 6-yard area. So
I hear you.
James Rodriguez to Ben Godfrey. Nothing really ahead of.
Terry, what would be your unpopular opinion for this season?
This season?
I'll give you an example.
Like what,
for me,
though?
right?
On what subject matter, though? Because you need to put your camera out, bro. You're so low. You need to be where I am.
Sorry.
Please.
Is that better?
That's much better. Yeah.
For me, is Matty Cash is going to win an England cap this season.
Who?
Matty Cash.
I don't even know who that is.
The Aston Villa right back.
No, I never heard of him. I never professed to be an encyclopedia of football. I have not heard of the guy, but yeah, cool. Liverpool win it back. Foul was given though.
Yellow card. Got to be yellow card.
I think for me, I don't know what I would say an unpopular opinion would be.
And people in the group, I remember people in the group chat getting sick of me talking about Matty Cash now.
Yeah, I never really heard of him. I don't know what I would say an unpopular opinion is. I don't feel like anything. I don't think anything I've said is outlandish.
I always back Matty Cash because obviously he played for Nottingham Forest.
I get that, but what I mean is, give me an idea of subject matter. Narrow it down a bit for me, and I'll think of one.
Top goal scorer, probably.
It's not. It's hard because if he stays fit, I'm going to say Harry Kane, right? Because I think he could be.
Okay, breakout season. Who's going to really turn it on this season?
And have a breakout season.
I don't know if you saw it, but Andrea Gomez looked to have a fight with Jordan Henderson, and I just love it. I just absolutely love it.
I just saw, that's what I was concentrating on for a second, see if anything was going to manifest itself from that. In terms of breakout, I'm really excited to see Saka. And I know he came through last year, but at Arsenal, I think Saka's going to establish himself as a top-level player. The only issue I have is that whether he's going to be playing fullback or whether they're going to play him in a more attacking role. I think he could do wonders. England on the left-hand side still seem... I know we've got Chilwell, but I think Saka might have more to his game. So I look at someone like Saka as a player I think is going to elevate himself to a very high level over the course of this year. Where you might start to see, you'll see him in the England squad regularly, and you might actually start to see some of the big European elites taking a big punt in him. I like Saka for that, as an example. I also think Gareth Bale's going to do a madness. I get this feeling that Gareth Bale is going to have an absolute stellar season at Tottenham. Something I've been thinking about the last few days. He just looks happy. He looks on point. And, yeah. So, for me, it's a case of there'd be two I'd put out there. And don't sleep on Marcus Rashford again this season. Bettering his goal-scoring tally.
Trent?
You were in front of me again, you bastard. I'm not about this life. Go, Salah! Oh, he done
Salah.
it. There we go. All that pressure there, and then I said about Salah earlier. He's not been in the game at all, done nothing, and then bang, Mo Salah steps up. That's it.
That was a beautiful finish.
Great finish. Great finish.
Oh, it's not. It was Jordan. It was Jordan Henderson.
Oh, was it who crossed the ball?
Yeah. That's a bad clearance from Mina, but Salah. Clinical. I've been saying he has ice through his veins. We've been both saying it. We've both been saying it.
That's what I love about Mo Salah. See, people always look at top performances. Oh, you've got to have been in the game, most dribbles, most chances created. You've got to be the most potent player all match. Sometimes the guy that looks the most entertaining doesn't deliver in the most pivotal moments. Mo Salah, for me, Mo Salah has been on the peripheries of this game, and then suddenly, bang, out of nowhere, he's back into the game. That's a high boot. That should be a booking. See, this is what happened. Everton were really good for the majority of the second half. They didn't take it. They didn't take their opportunities and chances, and suddenly, bang. That's
Credit to Jordan Henderson. Credit to him. Man was direct, whipped the ball in. It didn't get to anyone, but it caused some problems.
Yeah.
And Salah scored, and that's his 100th goal for Liverpool. Premier League goal for Liverpool. My guy.
What?
Salah's juggling with the ball. He's toying with the Everton defence.
I'm getting really bad feedback from your line, mate. And I'm not too sure why. It sounds like a kettle's boiling.
Oh, that's my what's it called? Laptop cooler thing. And my laptop also sounds like a jet engine as well.
That has to be really loud if your microphone by your mouth is picking that up.
No, I think I know what the problem is. I think the aux cable is not...
But 1 second, though. Tap your microphone by your mouth for me. Tap it. You're not using the mic on your fucking earphones, you idiot.
Yeah, because I think I've realized the aux cable connecting to this thing, it uses this as headphones, but the microphone is still within the
But you just need to go into Skype. You
system.
just need to go into Skype and change the setting on that. It's easy.
No. I've tried it on Skype, StreamYard. It's been the same thing.
You man that will come on this channel. Hang on, you've got another chance. So you guys that come on this channel have all got to start sorting out your audio and sound. Like, people just need to get... Like, I still have people come on without earphones, and I'm like, bro, you just messed the sound up, man. You got to get that done right. That's why it sounds...
Yeah.
You see how good Flawless sounds? You see how good Flawless sounds now? He's got a microphone. Sounds
Yeah. I'm looking to get some Bluetooth ones because Bluetooth works.
Don't get Bluetooth. Bluetooth messes up on streams. It's all crackly. Wires.
Is it?
Yep. Like if anyone comes
All
onto a
right.
stream with AirPods, it's like the whole way
No,
through.
no, no. Headphones with a mic like this.
It's still the
or
same,
Bluetooth.
bruv. Still the same.
It'll be the same.
Bluetooth
Okay,
stuff
fine.
just always gives feedback. It doesn't work properly. Everton trying
Right,
to push
okay.
forward for this equaliser. It's not looking good for them at the moment, Everton. Doesn't look good for them at all
Don't
right now.
they?
Oh, he's in. Oh, it's good defending there, Robertson.
Brilliant, Robertson. Yeah, the internet's really bad on this. It's, I don't know why. Should be fine. Maybe I'll just get rid of Spotify. Yeah. But yeah, this is a thing that what's it called? Liverpool will thrive off now. That Everton are now going to be a little bit more
direct,
shall we say, direct, and then we can just hit them with the speed of Salah and Mane.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I think this is where Everton are going to rue those missed opportunities at the beginning of this second half. Oh, that's another late one.
Yeah.
But if you notice, we've said this in the build-up to this around, Liverpool looks a lot more assured today. The drumming they got recently hasn't really impacted them in a negative way. But Everton's first major test, and at the moment, they're falling short. Oh, Salah's
There's
again.
definitely been a change.
Ooh.
There's definitely been a change in the system. I think give credit to Jurgen Klopp. I think he did tweak it a little bit. There have been opportunities where they can get at us, but it's not been as...
Well, I don't think they've exploited you and tried to exploit you enough. They've had some real success putting balls into the half spaces and over the tops. They just haven't done it. I said earlier, there was 3 or 4 times that Gomez had the opportunity to pass through your line, and he's overhit the pass about 5 or 6 times. Like, execution is also very, very key. And I think what's happened to Everton again today is when they come up against Liverpool, they have a mental block. Oh, what a save, Pickford.
Oh.
What a save, Pickford. What a save by
good
Jordan
header as
Pickford.
well.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Matip
goodness.
was in. That was a very good save.
I was looking at that battle between Matip and Doucouré, and as soon as Matip got away from him, I'm like, this could be a chance. And fair credit to Pickford. He made a great save.
Yeah, because that had goal written all over it. It's a very good save, especially with
But still, Dean Henderson's better.
Especially with a man whose arms are tiny.
Yeah,
tiny arms.
He would struggle play basketball, wouldn't he? With the wingspan like that.
Who would trouble? He's not a basketball player, though, bruv.
No, but if they were like playing basketball at Everton, he'd probably be the last player to be picked because of his wingspan.
Mate, that's one of the weirdest things anybody's ever said in this show.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm sure that I'd be more worried about his goalkeeping ability with little arms than his basketball ability, bruv. Legit. Remember, we're live on the Football Terrace. As soon as this game ends, get yourselves on.
StreamYard, yeah?
Yes, mate. I've already put the link into the group chat.
Cool.
That's good play. Good play there.
Probably be watching the cricket after this. Yeah. Obviously, I can't watch the football because of box office, innit? So I can only watch the cricket.
That's a nice hold-up play. Everton, you know what? I know there's 12 minutes to go, but Everton look done here to me.
They look deflated.
It's not even that. They look devoid of ideas now.
You know when you put pressure when you do boxing, you put pressure on someone and they land a massive uppercut on your chin. I think it's a bit like that now.
Well, you've taken the
sting out of it.
Yeah, but they just look. What it comes down to is, although they've been very good so far this season, Everton, it's like they've run out of ideas today. And then it's not saying they're not trying, but it's looking easy right now for you guys to even play. They're winning all this. You're winning all the second balls. So whenever you cross a ball in, they clear it, so they win the first ball. But it's always the last 5 minutes, it keeps falling back to Liverpool players, and that for me is always a sign of a mentality issue as opposed to a playing issue. Because whenever a team's towels up, they always win those. They always seem to win those second balls. You put yourself in better positions, you fight harder for it.
Yeah. I still think that I think Haaland's the missing piece of this jigsaw to make us like truly potent. Like I think his link-up play is actually quite decent. You know,
Haaland's a very good football player. The only reason he was getting stick about his technical ability last year is because Martial FC fans that don't support Man United were scared of him coming, so they started this propaganda against him that he was a technically inept football player. He's excellent. And he's also young, so there's a lot of space for him to grow, but he's a very technically gifted football player, and he would improve any single team in the world. Oh, that's a nice play here. Everton down the left-hand side. It's crossed in. It's not a great cross, though, but Calvert-Lewin's there! 2-2! What a goal by Dominic Calvert-Lewin! The most informed striker in world football! Well, European football, but we only really care about the European scene. He makes it 2-2 at the Merseyside derby. Liverpool's defending is in the mud. It's in the mud. It's in the mud. Played through again, like I said. Simple passes, cuts them open every time. They haven't done that enough today, Everton. Look at this. Bang. Trent Alexander-Arnold, nowhere. Robertson, absolutely woeful defending, standing there, looking like a statue. It's 2-2. It's game on. Here we go. Woo! Do you think I get a bit more excited for Everton scoring than Liverpool?
Yeah.
Oh, can you believe it?
I'll tell you what, that's a good leap, though. That is an incredible leap.
Oh,
But he played. If someone's gonna say someone's bad in the air, it would be Robertson. But yeah.
Oh wow! Honestly, I said to you, you can get at Everton as long. You can get at Liverpool as long as you pass it with the right. You can pass through your backline so easily. Hit the like button and share button, people. This next 10 minutes is gonna be amazing. Get the like button hit. Get the share button hit. Woo! Buzzing about this now. Buzzing about this now. My stream stops. Was that a save from Pickford?
No. I think Mane headed it. Oh,
Oh, Mane stopped it from going in.
Yeah, I don't even think it would have gone in the first place.
It might have got clear off the line. But woo!
Yeah.
What little 10 minutes we got now? What little 10 minutes we got here now? Hit the like button, hit the share button. Woo woo! Who's gonna win this? I did predict 2-2, you know.
I was right from this. I was right until the 80th minute. It was 2-1. But
you're not right, then, are you? I might not be right. I think someone's going to win this game. See, Everton have just got to play. It's like, honestly, when the game's level, they don't look like they have any belief. Oh, that's one back. It's far too easy. That's poor. Now they break down the sides. This is where they can pass through you. They've got no one up with them, though. We're on Richarlison. Ah, it's poor. Oh! Oh, Richarlison played it behind Iwobi. See, there's not been enough good performances from Everton players today, so it's hard to know right now. Man of the match. Will it be Mo Salah? Will it be Dominic Calvert-Lewin? I don't know. Another foul. It's a lovely switch of play here. Diogo Jota. Can he become an instant hero at the Kop? Cross by Robertson. Oh, it's over here. It's a poor cross. But I think Trent will keep that in. That's a good tackle. James Rodriguez isn't injured. That is where I will criticize a James Rodriguez. He is fouled off the ball. Yes. But he laid on the floor for a minute to prove a point that he was fouled when he should have been up helping his team out. What if his team conceded when he's laying on the floor? That, for me, is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Super chat here says, let's not sleep on Everton this year. It's moments like that it's moments like that should have every team nervous about Everton. They looked dead and buried out of nothing. That's true. Also, Liverpool's defence have conceded 2 more goals again today. Can you imagine Liverpool trying to defend their title with Van Dijk's out for 6 months, bro?
We'll see. Maybe Klopp might have a different tactic. I don't know.
15
We'll
goals.
have to wait and see.
15 goals you've conceded, bruv. 15 goals, bruv. If you lose today, right, that means it's going to be 3 times in your opening 5 matches that you've conceded 3 or more goals.
Yeah.
But you can still win this. Here's Mo Salah.
We can still win it, but we have to wait and see, innit?
Opportunities here. Oh, look at this. Nah, he ain't going to make it. Oh, I think you're in front of me.
Am I? Again?
Yeah. You said Adrian. You're about... Yeah, can you get yourself behind me a little bit? Is that all right? Sorry, mate.
Yeah. What minute are you on?
85:30.
All right. Okay. Right. Okay.
That's a foul. It's going to be a free kick in a dangerous place there. Trent. And this is where Trent can become a hero. Again, poor, I would say a very poor to average game from Trent. But he could bang this free kick in from here. Send Everton home crying their eyes out.
Or maybe lay it off to Thiago, you know?
Could do. Oh, I thought they were going to go to take it early there.
Ooh, Pickford's leaving that, I think.
No, he's going to move. What minute? What's your minute saying now, bruv?
86:20.
You're still slightly in front of me. Oh, Trent here. This is a difficult one because you can shoot. He does shoot. Ooh. Ooh. Remember, everybody, we're going to be live on the Football Terrace as soon as this game finishes for the match reaction show. So get yourselves over there. Genie Wijnaldum is about to come on. Over 800 likes on this video so far, which is amazing. Please get this to over 1,000. That would be amazing if we could. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And how important is Pickford's save looking right now?
Yeah, it's very important.
One thing you say about both your goals today, you wouldn't put them down to Pickford, where you would definitely look at your first one and say it was the goalkeeper.
I think it was just brilliant finish. Like, too much power roof of the net. Like, no, I don't think anyone could have saved that, to be honest.
Maybe. 3 minutes of normal time to go.
What minute are you on?
87:25.
87:25.
Oh, that's poor.
Ooh.
Ooh! What happened there?
That's a dangerous one.
It's a red card.
It's a red. He's got that red card as well. He's got the red card. That's Thiago as well.
Yes, Richarlison.
I told you, he's a hothead.
Said there's going to be a red card today.
Yeah.
Referee went straight for that red card as well.
Yeah. I can see from the Liverpool reaction that they're not. I think it's a bad one. I'm trying to. They're going to show a replay.
Ooh, it is. Yes, in all four. It's 100% a red card for Richarlison. 110%. 110%. No doubt about that whatsoever. It is. Ram? Ram's frozen. Yeah, they can't argue about that at all. They can't argue about that one little bit. Stone cold red card. Stone cold red card. Every single day of the week. You've got to send someone. You've got to be sending man off for that. You just can't be making tackles like that in football. Absolutely no chance. Can you be doing that? And that's him now missing for 3 games. He's got to go. And they can count themselves lucky to have 11 men on the field for the majority of the game anyway, because Pickford should have got a red card for his atrocious foul anyway. So listen, I don't want to hear any boo-hooing and crying and moaning about, moaning from Everton fans. And that in itself is a shocking tackle. It truly is. No doubts about that whatsoever. No doubts about that whatsoever. Terrible tackle. Really was horrible. Genie Wijnaldum on here. 5 minutes of time added on. This is gonna be an intriguing last 5 minutes of football, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like and share button for us, please. Really important to the Football Terrace that you do that. It really is. Remember the match reaction show. We're going to be live with that as soon as this game finishes. As soon as it finishes, stay with the Football Terrace. The only place to be today that's covering all these games. I'm not too sure where Ram's gone. So we're going to go back to the single view here. I'm watching it. This is going to be in. Oh, just Richarlison let his team down at the most vital moment today. So I could see a red card coming. Liverpool playing it forward and lovely. Oh, Robertson nearly finds himself in on goal, but they've got no outlet up there now to run the ball at all. This is going to be an onslaught for 4 or 5 minutes. Oh, poor clearance. Chance for Liverpool. Mane and Robertson getting each other's way. Oh, great opportunity there, but they're getting each other's way. Terrible. It's a lovely ball by Thiago on the inside. Mane crosses. There it is. There's the winner. It's a goal. Oh, Jordan Henderson does it. He wins it for Liverpool in the dying moments of the game. And Richarlison, that is on you. That is on you. You dozy donut. You dozy donut. It's done. Liverpool pick up all 3 points. And that pass, did you see that pass from Thiago down the outside into that half space for Mane, who is onside? They're just checking that. I told you guys. That's why Paul Scholes is better than Lampard. That's why Paul Scholes is better than Gerrard, because of that kind of pass that those men could never make on a regular basis. That was amazing. Not even that great a shot. Oh, Pickford there. See, the goalies today have what's cost both teams. But Liverpool pick up all 3 points. It's over. It's done. It's put to bed. Good night, Vienna. Good night, Vienna. It's over. It's done. They're checking if it's offside. That can't be offside. Hang on. Can't. It's not offside. It's not offside. It's offside! VAR! 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 Oh! It's been disallowed! Oh my God! Oh my God! Yes! Yes! It was offside. His back off was offside, bruv. Oh my word! Oh my word! What have we witnessed? What have we seen? Oh, it's been disallowed! It's been disallowed! Hello? Hello? It's been disallowed, Freya! Hello? Yes! Oh, you love to see it! You love to see it! What? Am I being noisy? Yes! pen. Oh, can you imagine if Everton get the winner here? Nah, it couldn't happen. VAR, VAR, VAR. Can you say VAR? Oh, wow, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, my God. Am I too noisy? Liverpool coming forward again here. Stop. Okay. Here you go, Liverpool looking for the winner again. Oh, it's over here. 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 Oh, my word. Ow. All right, there you go. See you later. Love you. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Oh, wow. It was offside. Oh, wow. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm not crying, though. Ah, VAR. VAR, we love you. We love you, VAR. We do. We love you, VAR. We do. We love you, VAR. We do. Oh, VAR, we love you. We love you, VAR, we do. We love you, VAR, we do. We love you, VAR, we do. Oh, VAR, we love you. I love this game. Jeez. Hey, yeah, Josh Sutton, that's a brilliant super chat. Oh, my word. Go on, Everton, though, they've got a chance to win it in the... No, they can't. Nah, God can't do this. God can't do this. God can't do this to Liverpool. It's whipped in. Oh, it's awful. Oh, Adrian held on to it. And that's the end of the game. Wow. Wow, woo-wee. My God. What a match reaction show we are now going to have for you. I'm tweeting out the link now on my Twitter page. I'm going to share the link, actually, for you guys right now in the comments section. If you would be so gracious to come and join us, I'm going to spam it right now. That's where you need to get yourselves to. The link is in the link's in the live comments section right about now. Get yourselves over. What a performance. What a game. VAR. Woo! See you guys.